Welcome to the channel and welcome to this 2,000 point match play game between Orks and Black Legion. So I'm having fun with Orks again. Murphy's War is back on the channel and this time they are playing against Chaos Space Marines, Black Legion. And as you can see, there is a lovely Ork encampment out here and the boys have been fighting and doing their thing, punching, murdering, and they're coming back into this corner here and they see the Black Legion approaching over there. We're doing search and destroy deployment. The Black Legion have got that table quarter. There is one objective. I think that objective might be in the Black Legion's quarter. And Murphy and his war will have this quarter down here. You can imagine they've been off and this is the very edge of the encampment. And they're going to be punching their way across this battle grid. And we welcome back to the channel one more time. L to the I to the A to the M. Liam.
Hi Liam.
Hi Liam, thanks for turning up.
I'm always here now. I only come for Cat's Cooking, like I say.
Cat's Cooking is glorious. Yeah. For those that do not know, Liam is my partner on deploymentzone.tv and he also runs his own YouTube channel called Warhammer, also found at deploymentzone.tv. See, that's the capitalist, brutal capitalist plug going in there. Now, thanks for turning up.
That's right.
For Cat's Cooking.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I get to fight you, which is just an added bonus.
And you brought your Black Legion along.
And we're trying to teach you to be an orc.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
I need to be more orky.
Yeah.
Yeah. You told me to be more orky, so in this battle report I will struggle to be more orky and just charge. So what I've done, listening to your sage advice, my friend,
yes,
is bring lots and lots of orcs.
Okay.
I've got like 90 or 100 troops choices.
And what I've done is I've brought 4 brand new units for the first time.
Yeah.
Not even been seen on my channel yet.
Well, this battle report is going to be going out in quite some time after we film it, actually.
Oh, really?
I've got 1 or 2 lined up. I don't know, but this might be a month after we film it. It goes up.
I still think they'll be probably on your channel before mine. I think just about.
Yeah, you've been painting up like a madman. You've got some new units added from your painter as well. And on the tabletop this time, I'm showing off all the scenery from cromlech.com.
Yeah.
Or is it cromlech.eu? Basically, Cromlech make the deployment zone markers and our command point tokens. They also make this glorious MDF scenery that you can see here. This is a modular wall type Orky encampment wall thing
really
going
nice
on with bunkers and stuff. And they also make these buildings. We have a bunker. We have an Ork mech shop here with lots of scrap around the back. And we have this massive rusting Ork bastion here. This is more scrap going on. So they make this glorious Ork type structure. I do like the all the details on it. So yeah, the scenery comes from cromlech.com. The battle mat is from gamemat.eu. The trees are from everywhere. These resin pieces are from Red Dragon Gaming. Use the Winter's code for 10% off. Liam is from Warhammer and also on Deployment Zone. And it's Black Legion versus 1 minute. 2,000 points match play. We're playing Cleanse and Capture.
Yes.
Because it's you and me and we'll get carried away, so it keeps it very simple.
Yes.
Cleanse and Capture is the Maelstrom of War mission in the main rulebook. So he who deploys their army first gets to go first, and your army is half my size. I think you get to choose whether you want to go first or second. That's how that works. And you draw 3 cards a turn every turn. And as you can see, there's 3 objectives. Well, there's 2 in the encampment, 2 by the gateway. There's a gateway there.
Yes.
And there's another gateway over there.
It's of strategic importance.
We just put them down where it made narrative sense. And then 2 out in the wilds. And then we rolled for the deployment and we ended up with Search and Destroy. So you picked that corner because, again, narrative bunny and you.
This is your camp.
Hopping around. This is my camp. This is one of many of Murphy's camp on this planet. Do you know what the name of this planet is?
No.
Murphy. This is Planet Murphy.
Right.
It might have another name that Chaos or the Imperium use, but Murphy lives here now, so it's Planet Murphy.
Murphy's lived there for a while, right?
Murphy's been building his war here.
Yeah.
Making tea, having fun, punching up the other clans.
Annoying Legion.
And your Black Legion has got Abaddon in it, and he should not have come to this place. He might have had fun at Vigilus, but Murphy is going to kick him back to the Eye of Terror.
I don't know if you've read Vigilus.
Wow.
You didn't have much fun at Vigilus.
No one had much fun at
ran
Vigilus.
away.
It was a pretty bad It went pretty badly for everyone, really.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and check a look. Check the armies. Let's look at the armies. This is 1999 points of boys, and I've got 2 battalions. We're not mucking about today, so we are going to be using the Goth clan culture, which is death to the false. No, it's on 6s to hit. I get extra hits with the same weapon, so when I punch you, any 6s explode. Double battalion is 10 command points plus 3 for bringing a battle-forged army, 13 command points to play around with, and I've got 6 troops in here, so there's grots spilled in and amongst here. There's 2 units of 10 and 1 unit of 11 because of points, and all these orcs were gloriously painted up by Den of Imagination Painting Studios, and should be a link in the video description below, except for that one orc there. The boss, who he thinks he's the boss of this warband, but he's not really. He's just got delusions of grandeur. That was painted up by Stylus. Thank you very much, Stylus. And of course I've added him in. He has to fight. So we've got 3 units of Gretchen charging around all over the place. And as for boys, I've got 2 units of Slugger Chopper Boys. And one of the units has got 20 orcs in. One of the units has got 25 orcs in. And there's Power Claws for the boss knobs. And then I've got 1 unit of Shooter Boys, and there's a Power Claw for the boss knob. Oh, I should actually talk about the HQs. Weird Boy Will, Grugger Chugger is my warlord. These 2 don't have names yet. Grugger Chugger has got the warlord trait Might is Right, and I've given him a Dacula Claw. Basically what it means is he's got extra attack and an extra strength. And that is a Power Claw relic, so it isn't -1 to hit. Thank you, Internet, for pointing that out to me, because I got that wrong last time. So he's hitting on 2s with many attacks. And the Killer Claw allows him to re-roll to wound after he hits. And remember, he's got 6s exploding, and it does a flat 3 damage. And I've given this weird boy here the Psychic Power. 1 minute, looking over my shoulder, wobbly cavalry. Fist of Gork. Fist of Gork. So if he gets off his Psychic Power, Grugger Chugger gets an extra 2 attacks. So he'll have many attacks at about strength 18. It'd be like 6 attacks. No, he's got +1 for his warlord trait, so that's 5. If he gets off the Psychic Power, that'd be 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s, exploding, and then re-rolling to wound. It's glorious. Weird Boy Will be hanging around the back like he always does, and he'll have da jump to catapult some boys forward into the combat. Hanging around his back passage with him will be this big mech He's a mech with big mech armor with a custom force field. And he's got a Power Claw and a custom shooter, trying to keep him cheap. And he'll be hiding at the back along with all the shooty things, because as well as all the boys and all the Gretchen, I've got 2 units of mech guns. 2 smasher guns in a squad at the front. They auto hit, you know.
Yeah.
Don't have to roll to hit. They're just strength 8, -2, d6 damage, 1 shot each. And I've got 2 custom mega cannons. These guys, they do d6 shots each. And their strength 8 -3 d6 damage each. And they got Daka. But only 1s to hit, and I take a wound because they overheat and cook themselves. So 6s get me more shots, but 1s cause wounds on the mecha gun. Let's just say that technology is pretty unstable. Whereas, of course, all the rest of Orc technology is completely stable and fine.
Long as you believe in it, it works.
It works. It's because we are psychically infused beings. A unit of 10 looters with their death guns to Daka away. I got, in the elite slot, I brought 10 mega knobs. 10? I brought 4 mega knobs. 2 of them have got kill saws, 2 of them with the custom shooters and power claws. Because I'm thinking that they could jump forward. Or if not, a unit of 10 knobs. The nobles are here, a big squad of 10. 6 of them have got big choppers, and 2 of them have got kill saws, and 2 of them have just got a pair of choppers. The 2 with just a pair of choppers is for extra wounds, basically. But nobles, they're basically my Primaris Space Marines of my Orks, because they have 2 wounds each. And you'll notice I haven't got any transports for my Orks for the first time. They will be running forward. They will be jumping forward. Fortunately for me, that you can move and charge, move and advance with Orks, and if you're within a certain range of your warlord, you can still charge. So move, advance, and charge.
And with Here We Go, you can reroll one of your charge dice as well.
You can reroll both of them, or one.
Ooh.
Both are 1. Here we go. Mob rule is a thing as well. Their leadership is equivalent to the size of the mob or the size of the mob next to them. So one of these mobs could get reduced down to like 2 or 3 dudes and technically suffer a +20 on the dice roll for leadership. But if there's a big squad of boys next to them saying, come on lads, get back in the fight, then they use their leadership, not their own leadership. So the more boys, the merrier. That's what I thought. And then talk about trying out new units. I bringing along 1 big unit of killer cans. There's 4 here, 2 with rockets, 2 with flamers. Now, killer cans only hit on 5s in close combat, Liam.
Do they?
But they shoot on 4s. And they're my distraction carnifexes. I'm just going to throw them forward. There's Gretchen inside there.
But they're crewed by grots as well, right? So they don't get the clan culture.
They don't get clan culture, neither do the mecha guns. They don't get here we go.
Oh.
But they have got daka.
Yeah.
And then I've got a Death Dread. This has got the clan culture.
Piloted by an orc.
Piloted by an orc. And here we go. And he has got daka, but he's got no guns. I just gave him 2 kill saws, 2 power claws. Basically, he's got 6 attacks.
That's the right way to do it.
That is the right way to do it. And the wrong way to do it would be to spend 2 points and put him in a teleportarium so he could appear in turn 2 or turn 3 and charge you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend 2. And stick the dreadnought in a teleportarium. I can imagine this mech boy saying, get inside this box. And he's like, no. Shoves him in there anyway. So he can teleport in. And with the jump with Will, some of my boys could basically, even though I'm on foot, what I'm saying is my army might be deceptively quick. There might be stuff materializing in your back lines.
Will.
It seems weird boy Will.
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 Oh, is that because if he wills it, it happens?
Basically, yes. And this guy is called I Am.
Right. Okay.
Weird boy. I am weird boy. I am robot. So that is 1999 points worth of Murphy's War. Gloriously painted by Den of Imagination Studios. As you can tell, Murphy is not with us today. Murphy has just sent these boys into the fight. There'll be no mucking around. 6s explode. Let's go and have a look at the humans. Are they human? Oh, mama. Abaddon is here.
Yes.
Abaddon is in his house.
Frantically painted him.
Glorious stuff.
He's finished mostly.
Mostly. So you've got a battalion.
I have a battalion, I have a spearhead.
Yes.
So I have 2 detachments.
Right.
That gives me 8 for the battalion, +1 for the spearhead, and because Abaddon is here and he's the War Master, I gain 2 more command points.
Extra command points.
So I have 11, which is I think the most I've ever had.
Yeah.
And he is the Warlord, and I'm aware that his Warlord trait, first amongst traitors, means I get Death to the Frost on a 5+, and it won't help me at all, because I'm facing Orks, but I can't bring the War Master and not have him as the Warlord, because that doesn't make any sense.
So what you're saying is your Warlord trait is useless, but because you're a narrative bunny hoppeting around all over the place, he's still your Warlord.
Absolutely. And what we've done this time is we've not optimised, we've gone for a splattering of everything. We've got a proper Chaos Warband here today.
Nice.
So Abaddon leads the battalion, and next to him, to his right as you look at him, is the Chaos Lord.
Right.
Previously a Dark Apostle, but Dark Apostles now can't take combi melters, so he's a Chaos Lord with a combi melter and a Power Maul. And they've FAQ'd it, so the Power Maul can be replaced by the Black Mace, and that is the relic that he carries.
Okay, so 1 minute. Abaddon grants everyone around him rerolled a hit.
Yes.
Yeah, and this guy grants reroll hit rolls of 1.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So you could leave him at the back with his Black Mace. Or Abaddon at the back.
Then we have an Exalted Champion.
Yes.
So he has a Power Maul and a Bolt Pistol. Exalted Champions allow rerolls to wound in melee for everything within 6 inches that has the same Legion keyword.
Is that reroll all wounds?
All wounds in melee only for all Legion within 6 inches of him.
Reroll hit, reroll wound, or is going on here.
Yes.
Nice. What else?
Probably won't use it properly because I don't. We have 3 squads of 5 Chaos Space Marines. So when they were the Eternal Slaughter Pure Khorne, we used to use Berserkers as troops. But obviously, if you go Black Legion, you cannot take Berserkers as troop choices. So we've got 3 5-man Chaos Space Marine squads. They're all WYSIWYG. So there's a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. There's a Plasma Gun. There's an Auto Cannon. There's some Chain Swords going on. There's another Plasma Pistol, a Plasma Gun there. All WYSIWYG, 5-man Chaos Space Marine squads.
Okay.
An Elite's Choice, a brand new unit delivered to me yesterday. 5 Black Legion Chaos Terminators.
Yeah.
So we have the tip of the spear here. We have a Chain Fist on this guy here. An autocannon here. Everything else is Power Fists and Storm Bolters apart from the Champion who's rocking a Power Axe.
Okay, so Bolted Discipliner is a thing as well. So these guys will be chucking out an extraordinary amount of shots.
I've given them Mark of Khorne.
Okay.
Because Power Fists.
So what does that mean?
It basically means Mark of Khorne. Basically means I get to use the Khorne-based stratagem on them if I choose to, which is to fight again. Basically, I can spend 3 command points and the unit can fight again.
Nice.
So Marks of Khorne or Marks of Chaos don't do anything to the unit apart from allow them to take certain banners.
Okay.
Or allow them to use certain stratagems. Otherwise, it's just a Mark of Chaos.
So I brought Mega Knobs. You brought Terminators
For a big punch up.
Yeah.
As is tradition.
Okay.
Over here we have a brand new unit of 5 Havocs that have been recently delivered to me as well. So the Havoc champion has got a flamer and a hand flamer and or a combi flamer and a chainsword.
Yep.
And then we've got 2 Havocs with Reaper autocannons and 2 Havocs with las cannons.
Toughness 5 Marines that can move and shoot heavy weapons without penalty.
And of course they are Mark of Slanesh.
So they can shoot again.
So Endless Cacophony means they can shoot twice, yes.
Lovely.
Perfect. Then, if you come to your left again, we've got the Hounds of Abaddon. There are 8 Berserkers. Champion at the front's got a Power Fist and Chainsword. There's also an Icon of Wrath, which allows them to reroll failed charges. Everybody else has got a Chain Sword and a Chain Axe. Please ignore the one guy at the back with the extra totem pole. That's because I bought another champion instead of just another Marine. Probably be the first one to die. Of course, for all these troop choices, we've got 3 Chaos Rhinos in the backfield there.
Yeah, these are Mark of Khorne as well, right? So they can fight
because they're Khorne Berserkers, so you can't change that.
Right, okay.
We've got 3 Chaos Rhinos, all with dual combi bolters.
Yeah.
We've then got 2 Mauler Fiends as 2 of the heavy support choices in the spearheads.
With Lasher Tendrils?
With Lasher Tendrils, because Mauler Fiends with Lasher Tendrils is the only way to run them at the moment.
Yep.
And our 4th heavy support choice, another brand new unit that I've sort of mostly finished recently, a Leviathan Dreadnought.
Yes.
With dual Gravflux Bombard instead of dual Storm Cannons because it's different to what everybody else uses.
And you're saying that these things, basically the Gravflux Bombards, for every 5 models in the squad, it gets an extra D3 shots?
Yes. So he has D3 shots per Gravflux Bombard.
Right.
If the unit has 5 models, that's 2 shots per 2 D3 shots per Gravflux Bombard, and so on and so forth. So 30 boys.
2 of my squads are 20.
Okay. So that is what? That's 5 shots, 5 D3 shots per Gravflux. That'd be 10 D3, strength 9, AP -5, 2 damage shots against that particular unit whilst they're 20 strong.
Oh, mama. You didn't know I was bringing a Horde Orc list.
No.
But you know I was bringing Orcs. And considering that I've got loads and loads and loads of Orcs and your bodies are a bit thin on the ground, you're going to need this chap to stay alive. And with a 2-up normal save, toughness 8 and a 5-up invulnerable save versus shooting.
Yes.
And a 4-up invulnerable save in close combat.
Yes.
He's probably going to stay alive for a bit longer because, let's face it, my shooting, not great. I am Orc, so I'm going to need to run up and punch him. Maybe with a Dreadnought that appears from a teleportarium, screaming, angry, why did you lock me in that place, charging this thing. Because look at it, it doesn't have any punchy things.
No, you can make them horrific if you bring things like Sorcerers, and I decided not to do that today.
Okay.
We're just bringing him as he is, let him perform on his own and see what happens.
It'll be interesting to see what he does. So we have Abaddon with a useless Warlord trait. Black Legion have got, if they advance, their rapid fire weapons count as assault weapons.
Yes.
Which is interesting on Terminators.
Yes.
It makes Terminators deceptively quick.
Yep.
Not that you've brought many of them, but if they advance, their rapid fire becomes assault. Of course, Bolt Discipline is the thing, so if you stand still, your normal guys are doubling their shots at the maximum range.
We've gone for quality over your quantity.
Well, I've gone for boys, and more boys to punch your face in. So let's go on to deployment. And we're deployed with this 2,000 point game of cleanse and capture. Our deployment zones are looking entirely different from each other as the Black Legion come rumbling down towards Murphy and his war. Maybe this is Abaddon here with a small war host. Maybe he's taking these guys, the Eternal Slaughter, maybe he's running them through the mill. Maybe this is just a target exercise for these guys.
Blooding them up, yeah.
Blooding them up. However, there's going to be a fight today, which means that the Orcs win. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming. So what I've done is I've deployed Weird Boy I Am here, along with a unit of Shooter Boys, and the Mega Knobs are inside the Weird Boy workshop. No,
They're inside the Weird Boy?
They're inside the workshop, the Mech Boys workshop, along with the Knobs. Now what the idea is, this is my 4th game playing with Orcs, 3rd time filming. He's got the jump. So there's a big unit of boys, or some Mega Knobs, or some Knobs, and I can choose which chocolate I want to eat, which thing I want to throw at Liam, which tasty treat would like to go in his general direction by keeping him next to the Weird Boy. Now, shooty stuff at the back. with there's the custom force field, the KF is there. You've got to be wholly within 9 inches, and then you've got a 5-up and vulnerable save. So these mech guns, and the looters, of course, are scrambling over the watchtower, ready to throw some daka down at the approaching bad guys. And yeah, they've all got their 5-up custom force field save. And there's some grot shield in front of them. That's a stratagem that you can use. So long as you're within 6 inches, I can use the grot shield. What I imagined is these looter boys have gaffer taped, got these all Gretchen and taped them all over the structure in front of them. So there's heat signatures that are pinging off the Black Legion's targeting arrays, and when they shoot at the looters, they'll be smashing into the Gretchen instead. What I probably should have done is stick this second squad down there as well. So when the first grot shield gets annihilated, then the next unit of grots could get ordered in to stand in front of the looters, because they're going to get targeted. But that would have been tactical. And instead, these grots, being opportunist little sneaks, are scrambling all over this objective. And as you can see, there's some snipers in the watchtower firing out long distance at the encroaching enemy. Fear they're shooting. Gretchen hit on 4s, but they've only got 12-inch range guns. Well, the range of their guns goes much, much further than 12. Maybe it goes 3 miles, but they're only effective at 12-inch range, shooting that way. Grugger Chugger is here, along with Weird Boy Will, and along with 2 big squads of Slugger Chopper boys, ready to just go charging up the battle grid. There's the killer cans, the Death Dread is in reserve, and this is all I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Abaddon and his Terminators, his chosen, are going to be deep striking in. They're in the teleportarium.
That's the narrative, right? That makes sense.
Yep. And there's not one... Oh, no, there is a unit with feet on the ground. Who's this? Just a normal...
Just a normal 5-man Space Marine squad. Basically, it covers that objective, and it gives me some more... So I know you've got the jump, and I know you've got the Death Dread in reserve.
Yep.
So I wanted to make sure I had a big enough footprint to stop you from coming in here, essentially.
Okay.
Which is what I've done.
Okay.
So we've got Havocs in here.
Yep.
5 of them. We've got Berserkers, Lord, Exalted Champion in here.
Yeah.
We've got the 2 squads of 5 Chaos Space Marines in here.
Right.
Protects us in case you get first turn.
Okay.
And I told you repeatedly about throwing knobs at me.
Yeah.
So I'm just protecting myself when you throw your knobs at me.
Okay, that makes perfect sense to me. Right, what we've also done is, obviously the rhinos can get through the gateways but can't drive over these walls. Doesn't make any narrative sense. But we are saying, even though the Mauler Fiends are vehicles, we're saying they can clamber over those walls.
They're siege crawlers. That's literally what they do.
Yeah. If you were stood on this wall and that thing coming towards you, you would not think you were safe. What are you doing?
Tying my little bow. Is that okay?
Right.
Equally, though, the Death Dread and the Killer Cans can also clamber over. Legs and arms, aren't they?
And I don't think so. We're not made of... They're not siege crawlers.
Okay.
I think the Death Dread and the Killer Cans have got to either go through the gap, as far as I'm concerned. I can't see a Gretchen guiding a Killer Can up here.
Through the wall.
Perhaps daintily pick his way up the stairway and then jump off the edge and go boom, or land up on his face or something.
D6 more wounds, right?
Yeah. It just makes sense for me that they can. So we're saying for a house rule here, they can. Interestingly, this objective is miles away from anywhere, and no one's got it. That's how we rolled up for deployment, so that's the way it is. And you'll be going first. You can choose whether to go first or not. That's how cleanse and capture works. So I need to try and steal from you, and let's grab a dice. It would be very orky. It's the opposite of very orky. I don't manage to grab any loot whatsoever. The Black Legion rumble towards this orc encampment. Their targeting arrays just light up with many targets. Let's go to Black Legion, turn 1. Here are the orders from the War Master in turn 1. Mission critical objective number 2 is the one that the Chaos Space Marines have stood on, so there's a point. Secure objective 4 is the gateway, and that's very achievable as well. Assassinate, kill one of the Orc characters. That'll be a bit more tricky at this stage, but securing those 2 objectives should be easy points for the Black Legion. Here we are after the Black Legion's movement phase, and Abaddon is being tactical as ever. We should note as well as this doorway here, there is a doorway here. And we're saying that the Rhino and my Killer Cans can bust through there as well. Otherwise, there'd only ever be 1 point on the battle grid where any of the vehicles can go through. So that's the one with all the Chaos Space Marines. moving up, ready to crash through that doorway. And as you can see, the Mauler Fiend has clambered all the way up and over. That's a 9-inch charge against my boys. And this is the one with the Havocs in?
Yes.
You just shot across the backfield. You haven't got any choice targets yet, and there's an objective there.
No, I mean, to be fair, we've got... Maulers can now probably charge boys, which is decent, because I get to chew through some boys.
Yeah.
And nothing I like more than chewing on boys. But the Havocs, we look to get them out, and their last cannons and auto cannons, there's not really much to shoot at. I mean, I can reach the looters, but there's not a great deal of worry for me there at the moment. So I've just kind of kept stuff in rhinos and spread out to stop your the jump bubble sort of stuff. Repositioning.
And you're keeping the Hounds of Abaddon inside their rhino for now. The engine ticking over.
Yes.
A box of fury and filth, just an anger there, waiting for somebody to come near them.
Yes.
Dogs on a leash. Dogs.
Yes. They're held in there. People that have watched the channel, especially, have probably seen a few times that I go, charging forward in a rhino, and then get surrounded by 20 boys, and then I can't get out when the rhino goes up and everything dies.
Yeah.
So we're going to use them, or hope to use them, as a counter punch. Okay. So when the Chosen of Abaddon, when the tip of the spear turns up, and the Berserkers attack at the same time, and the Havocs disembark and open up volleys of fire, you should feel our wrath from all different angles.
Okay. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
Yep.
That's one of the objectives that you need to capture. That's the other objective you need to capture. You will get 2 points.
Yep.
Whether you get first strike or not is debatable. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Right, it turns out that the range of your Super Killer, Horde Killer, Gravflox Bombard is 18-inch range.
Yeah.
So it really needs to move forward, Liam, not stand back there.
Yeah.
It needs to get up there.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to move it?
No, I'm not sure.
Now here we are after the movement phase. The Leviathan has moved up. You're still within 3-inch range of that. 18-inch range, you're still out of range for shots. But if anything dead jumps in here, they're going to be in a world of pain.
Yes.
Now we have some bolt guns pew-pewing out at the boys. Right, we did the shooting phase off camera because it turned out to be very quick. We had some combi bolters slamming it into the Gretchen and 2 died. And then the Havoc... not the Havoc, the Chaos Space Marine with the auto cannon back there, could reach out and touch the looters, but it was the only thing that could. So I didn't bother using the grot shield on it, and one of the looters died. So I'm down to 9 looters here, and that's the end of your shooting phase. 2 Gretchen died, a looter died. That's it.
Yes. I thought I bought more gun.
No.
I have bought more gun.
Yes.
Because I can't use it yet.
Yes. So because you're going down a level, we're calling it a 9-inch charge here.
I was going to call it a 10-inch charge.
It's a 9-inch charge. I'll do Overwatch in a minute. Let's see if that Siege Crawler can get into combat with the Orks. No, we cannot. We'll do a chunk of Overwatch. So failed charge. Overwatch from the Orks did no damage to that Mauler Fiend. Now we've got this other one in the gateway. You could charge forward and still be on that objective there. Are you doing it?
Yes.
Doing it. 6 inches.
Yes.
Oh, he's in. Let's do a bit of pitter-patter of Overwatch. So the Orks made loads of noise with their shooters as you came charging in, and didn't hurt it, but at least the guns made a loud banging noise, so they're very happy. Right, you're in combat. You've spent a command point on...
Demon Forge, obviously.
Demon Forge.
It makes average Mauler Fiends actually quite scary. So,
reroll a hit, reroll a wound.
4 Power Fist attacks, hitting on 4s. Rerolls for Demon Forge. You see, this is what we need Demon Forge.
Yes.
Because it helps us like that. This is strength 12, so we need you on 2s.
Okay.
And they're AP -3, and they're 3 damage each.
Well, 3 boys are dead.
And then we have the Lasher Tendrils.
Okay.
There's 6 of these, again hitting on 4s. With rerolls for Demon Forge. Okay, that one fails.
Okay.
These are strength 6, they only wound you on 3s.
Wow.
We get to reroll for Demon Forge. Each one is -2 and 2 damage.
Okay.
5 die.
So 8 boys crumple in total.
Yes.
Let's pile in and have a fight, lads.
And after the pile-in, the Orks look like this, surrounding, clambering over the Mauler Fiend. Winters has got too many dice, he can't hold them all.
I'm dropping dice.
He's dropping dice everywhere. Each of these Orkses have 3 attacks each.
Yeah, 2 attacks plus 1 for Slugger Choppers. That's it.
So many.
Yeah, many. I'm hitting on 3s.
Yes.
6s explode. I got 7 6s, Liam.
You did.
It's no mucking about, mate. No mucking about.
7 death to the False Empress. You get to fight again.
5 more hits.
That's good.
Right, we're strength 4. Your toughness
is 7.
Okay, so 5s.
Yes.
The claw, unfortunately, is out of combat. He's over there.
Yeah, he is. The claw.
The claw. 5s to wound.
Not too bad.
No, really bad. That's it. 5 wounds.
No, I mean, not too bad for me, mate.
Okay.
So 5 3-up saves. And I only fail 1.
Is that it?
That's it. I take a single wound. And we're going to move on to the morale phase.
Well, my morale currently is 25.
So they're fine.
Yes.
But not for the Gretchen, who lost 2 casualties to bolt gunfire.
Right, yeah. They're leadership 4.
Yeah.
3 plus 2 is 5.
You lose another one.
Lose another one. And the loot is leadership 7. I lost 1, so they're all right.
Fine, yeah,
they're hanging in there.
And that, at that point, becomes the end of Black Legion turn 1. It doesn't look like a lot, but we are holding back, ready for that hammer blow. We get a point for objective 2. We are still in range of objective 4. Is that 4?
Yeah,
4.
I'll pile in a bit.
Yeah. So we have got 2 victory points on turn 1. We didn't get first blood because there wasn't enough of a punch in the first turn. We're holding back, ready for the strike, as we get ready to move into Orks, turn 1.
Here are Grugger Chugger's orders. He appears to be confused. He's ordering the boys to hold the line and get behind enemy lines. Now, you can't hold the line in turn 1, but you can get behind enemy lines, get in the enemy's deployment zone. No prisoners is an easy one for an Ork. Just kill stuff. Here we are in the Orks movement phase. Now, I can't hold the line, but I need to kill something and get behind enemy lines. So to get behind enemy lines, we're going to be dad jumping in a minute. And kill something, well, there's 2 Mauler Fiends that have presented themselves this side of the Orcs encampment. So target number 1 and 2. Scrap them, punch them. Potentially, more tactically, I should have perhaps pulled out of combat with my boys to present both of these lots of shots and then charge in with the second squad. But they're already in a scrap, so they're not backing down. Instead, Grugger Chugger is slinging, shotting around the corner, and he's going to go charging in there and punch them.
He ain't mucking about.
And he ain't mucking about. And the squad of boys that were here, tactically speaking, should have perhaps gone behind the wall and not advanced up where they're in range of that Leviathan Dreadnought with its mean guns of doom. But that's where the enemy is. So they advanced and they're going that way. So 2 completely in-tactical things to do. The boys are going straight at them. Now, to get behind enemy lines, I'm going to dad jump something over in the corner in a minute and disrupt Liam's back passage. In the meantime, Killer Cans chunking forward. That's a word now. The looters staying here, ready to shoot at the second Mauler Fiend. And the mech guns ready to shoot at the second Mauler Fiend as well. Before we do that, we need to ram onto the psychic phase. He's doing Fist av Gork. And Orc weird boys get +1 to cast for every 10 boys that are within 10-inch range of him. And there are more than 20 boys within 10-inch range of him. I need a 6, so I need a 4. So that's a perils. I'm going to spend a command point. And I pass a 4. Across here to Weird Boy I am. I'm jumping something. Now, I could jump the Mega Knobs to disrupt your back passage, or the Knobs, but I think a bunch of boys, because that will give your Leviathan some interesting options. Also, they really want to get in a fight. The jump is walk charge 7, but I've got +1, 2, 3. So to this roll. That's a pass. Here we go, lads. They disappear in a puff of green energy, and my beautiful assistant Liam is carefully placing them.
Like guardsmen. Line up like guardsmen.
More than 9 inches away from this unit of Chaos Space Marines here.
I've never had 20 boys in my back passage before.
No, well, now they're about to shoot your Chaos Space Marines in the back. So shooters are 2 shots each. There's 20 guys there.
Okay.
That's 40 shots.
Okay.
Hitting on 5s with daka.
You've done it again, haven't you? You've got more dice than you can handle.
Yes, are you ready?
40 shots.
5s to hit. And 6s, oh, that one's 6s explode. So, I'm knocking the scenery. But 1, 2, 3, 4? Just 4.
Just
so
4.
I'm going to re-roll these ones. That many hits.
Totaling just 14 hits, even after daka.
Shred 4.
Winning on 4s.
Oh, that's pretty good. Look at that.
Look
You've
at
got
that indeed.
that number of saves to make. You're not wholly within the train piece.
I'm not.
What you can do, this is a bit gamey, but you could save it on him for a 3-up and then go 2-up.
3-up.
He's dead.
He's
and
dead.
Now you've got 2-ups on the rest. That is actually official. A couple of people have said,
Oh, 2 more die.
I killed 3.
So 3 Chaos Space Marines fall.
Yeah. From that group of boys to this group of boys attacking the Mauler Fiend. They've got pistols. Pistols first. Always remember your pistols. 5s to hit. And then with daka, that's 3 more hits, so I'm going to re-roll them. 5s to wound the Mauler Fiend.
Ooh.
I get 2 wounds. It's taken a wound already. It's only taken a wound. No more wounds on it. Okay, let's do the killer cans. Now, I'm going to start softening that thing up, that Mauler Fiend there. 2 of these guys got Scorchers out of range. 2 of them have got Rockets. They hit on 4s because they're Gretchen. And they miss. Stupid Gretchen. Don't know what they're doing. Okay, so let's go on to the looters. And I'm going to use that stratagem, that more Daka stratagem.
I don't know what. That's explodes on 5s, right?
Yeah, so more Daka is auto hitting on 6s. This way I'm auto hitting on 5s and generating more Daka. There's 9 guys here and they have D3 shots each for 1 shot each. More Daka cost me 2 command points, spending a 3rd command point to re-roll this. And instead of 9 shots, I got 18 shots, but it cost me 3 command points. 5s to hit. Daka. Right, okay. So what happens here, Liam? You paying attention?
I'm paying much attention.
So those 7s, those 7 hits there.
Yeah.
That's 7 more shots there. But these don't generate more Daka.
No, yeah. Okay.
No. Yeah, okay. So I got a few more. 3 more out of that. That was a hit.
Yes.
That many hits. So that's 10. 10 in total. Right, I'm strength 7. What's your toughness?
7.
7. 4s to wound. I get 2 wounds.
Oh no.
2 wounds at -1, 2 damage each.
Orc technology is not always the best.
It's not always the best. And you take 2 wounds. I
Yes.
get 2 wounds. 3 command points, 2 wounds.
Seems worth it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll buy that for $1. I'll not lie to you. He was supposed to be a bit more injured.
Yeah.
The idea is that the mech guns and all these guns take out that Mauler Fiend so I don't have to worry about it. And then I can charge the other Mauler Fiend. So what I'm going to do now is fire 2 guns that automatically hit. Let's fire the 2 tracked cannons. They hit 1 shot each, but they're strength 8. So I need 3s to wound. I get a wound, it's -2 and does d6 damage.
So 5 plus save.
Yeah.
Like that. This is smart.
Right, let's fire the custom mega cannons. These custom mega cannons are d6 shots each.
Yep.
This will definitely work, and this is what I was hoping to keep my command point for. So that one has 6 shots,
Ooh.
and the other one has 5 shots. Ooh. Right, this gun has 6 shots, and it overheats. Any 1s, it suffers mortal wounds. It's got 6 wounds. Interestingly, if I roll 6 1s, it just kills itself.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
1s hurt me, so
Ouch.
there is a wound on it. And
But
3
hits.
hits. But 3 hits, they hit on 4s. These are Gretchen.
Oh.
These are Gretchen.
Oh.
And the other one's got 5 shots, and then Liam pointed out that that thing about mortal wounds, it only ever does, you know my army better than me, it only does 1 more mortal wound to itself.
Yeah, never worse than 1. Only
Never,
ever 1.
so if I roll 3 1s, it does 1 mortal
Yeah,
wound.
so
Okay.
it's not too bad, right?
It's not too bad. The other one has 5 shots, hitting on 4s. So that does 1 mortal wound to itself. That one misses, and it's got Daka. So, okay, that's not bad. I got 6 hits. 1 of them took a mortal wound. This is strength 8, toughness 7.
Yes.
3s.
Ooh.
That many.
AP minus.
3 d6 damage a time.
5 up saves.
Yes.
Does the warp protect me?
Well, 1 hit the floor. Those 2 are fails. That passes, and
Ah, it's a fail.
that one passes. Fails. What? 3 fails. We have 3 fails.
That's right, yeah.
You've
We got there in
taken
the end.
2 wounds already, right?
Yeah, I've got 10 left.
And this is 3d6 damage. And I spent my command point on the reroll already.
Your average will do it like that.
I do it. Dead Mauler Fiend, first blood. Does it go kaboom? Is there anything close enough? It doesn't go kaboom anyway.
First
And
blood
that
to the
is
Orks.
first blood. With the dead Mauler Fiend, the chants erupt from the boys. Grugga chugga, grugga chugga, grugga chugga. That's the end of my shooting phase.
Chug, is that what they're doing? Drinking?
No, that's the name of my war boss.
Oh, is
They're
it?
chanting his name. It's like going, come on the Arsenal or
I
something.
don't know the name of irrelevant
Grugga
Xenos.
chugga, grugga chugga. That's the end of my shooting phase. Now, grugga chugga, because they're chanting for him to charge, is going to charge your Mauler Fiend and kill the second Mauler Fiend in perilous hand-to-hand orky combat. Charge. 7.
That'll do it,
He's got to
mate.
get round the edge. Yeah, Grogger makes it in, which puts him a bit close to your lines, but he's an orc, you don't care. In the backfield, The shooter boys are going to try and charge those remaining 2 guys there as well.
Okay.
I need 9. And I can re-roll any one of the dice with here we go. I fail the charge. You can do some Overwatch. 1 boy died. That's the end of the charge phase. We're back here with charging models. Now, Grugga Chugga's got 4 attacks. Then he's got another one because of Might is Right. That's 5 attacks. Then he's got 2 more attacks because he's got Fist of Gork or Mork on him. Right, just double checking, triple checking, making sure we get this right. What did you say off camera there?
I just said that if he doesn't kill me, I'm going to throw you across the battlefield.
He's going to kill you.
I've just heard what he does. You're probably right.
7 attacks. He hits on 2s. I roll 2 1s, but I get a 6, so which means he gets to Death to the False Emperor, which doesn't count. He's currently strength 18.
It's a heavy claw, isn't it? It's a heavy claw.
Yeah, plus the 1, plus the 2 is 9, times 2 is 18. So I'm winning on 2s, the Killer Claw, and I get to re-roll because that's what it does. So that many at -3, flat 3 damage.
So 5 up demon saves.
5 up demon saves. You make 3 of them?
Yeah, take 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
Yeah.
Plus the 1 it took earlier on, 7, right?
I think he took 2 early on. But
okay. That's the end of the charging models. He didn't kill you.
It's live.
Because you made those 3 demon saves. Right, so the boys then will pile in, and I've got the power claws in now.
Yeah, of course.
The power claws in. 3 attacks with the power claw. This will do it. The power claw will do it. 4s to hit. And that's a Death to the False Emperor. So 3 hits with a power claw. Will he do more damage than Grugga Chugga? He's strength 10, so I'm winning on 3s. 2 wounds, 2 invulnerable saves.
4 wounds left.
Yes. You make...
1.
You fail that one, you make that one. 4 wounds left, D3 damage with the claw. For 2. He's got 2 wounds left. And then all the boys will smack you. Then the boys got angry, hit you with their sluggers and choppers, and I did 10 more wounds.
I was strongly considering about spending 2 command points to interrupt them. I thought, nah, they won't do it. They're clearly angry.
10 3-up saves. Dead Mauler Fiend by 1 wound. Don't blow up, 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 don't blow up. He blows up. Is it 6 damage or just D3?
D3.
D3 damage.
Everything within 6 inches.
Oh dear, there's a lot of things. Right, on this unit of boys. 1, okay. On this unit of boys. 2 on this unit. Grugga Chugga?
1.
Just 1 on Grugga Chugga. Weird Boy Will. 1 on Grugga Chugga, 1 on Weird Boy Will. I think that's probably it.
That's everything.
Weird Boy Will has 3 wounds remaining. Grugga Chugga 5 wounds remaining. Then at the end of the combat, I can consolidate 3 inches to the closest enemy unit. Now, we're Orks, we're definitely going to do that, but it also makes sure that my war boss isn't the closest model to the enemy at the start of the Black Legion phase as well. So let's move some models. Then we end up there. That's the end of my phase. That's first blood, no prisoners, and behind enemy lines. So that's 3 points to the Orks, 2 points to the Chaos Space Marines. Then when Liam was drawing his cards, it appears that I drew the 3 cards from your pile.
You looted them.
I looted your cards. So what I'm going to do is, because I got hold the line and behind, I got these 2. I'm going to ditch that one, even though I can get it next turn, because you need to shuffle these back into your deck. So shuffle them back into your deck. I'll make sure that I pull them from my deck. Yeah, 3 points to 2. Let's go to Chaos turn 2.
Orders from the War Master. Rise to glory. We need to destroy a character, vehicle or monster, and the final wall needs to be taken by a Heretic Astartes character. Secure objective 6 and Witch Hunter. Basically, he wants us to eliminate the Orc psychic presence from the board. I like coming to yours because I get a break from filming.
Yeah.
And then you tell me that I've got to film my turn anyway.
Well, you did lots of stuff and I don't really know what you're doing right now.
So secure objective 6, that's basically impossible, right? Because that's up there with the Gretchen on it. So we couldn't do that. So we started disembarking. We've got all of our Heretic Astartes out. Like I said, quality over quantity. So the Berserkers pushed out the Rhino here with the Lord and the Exalted Champion. They're going to clamber through and finish the job the Maulify started. The Chaos Lord is looking to use his Black Mace to leap over that wall and take on Grugga
Grugga chugga.
That guy, yeah. So that's the plan for them there. Here, 5 Marines got out and went this way with the Rhino to take on the Shooter Boys. 5 Marines push through this door, start to push into the Orc encampment and start taking on the Xenos in their own backyard. These 2 Rhinos have consolidated positions here to take on Orcs along with the Leviathan Dread, who is in range for his 8-inch flamers as well. And then finally the Havocs have stepped out onto the rocks, that gives them cover. And it does mean that the Halas cannons can draw line of sight to the killer cans.
By sticking them on the rock there, they can see over the wall, just about.
Yeah.
And the killer cans are quite tall creatures, so you need to kill a character with a character for
They're quite squishy, right, aren't they, as well?
Toughness 5, 5 wounds with a 3-up save.
Yeah. So I also have Witch Hunter.
Yeah.
So Witch Hunter over here, we have a weird boy who just so happens to be exposed because he'd jumped 20 Shooter Boys out of the way. So Abaddon has jumped in with the tip of the spear, and with it's not even beta anymore, is it? Bolter discipline.
Yeah.
And Abaddon's aura, there is a strong possibility we could strip him of his 4 or 5 wounds that he has.
More importantly, that is quite troubling for me because Abaddon is deep in my lines. Abaddon.
What's worse, 20 boys in your back passage or Abaddon?
Abaddon.
Also, we should also mention that with what's the Rise to Glory, I have to kill a vehicle, character, or monster, and the final wound has to be taken off by a Heretic Astartes character, which is why I've got him lining up the fight with Grugga Chugga, because he's a character that could kill your Warlord.
He's not going to die.
He could kill your Warlord.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
Okay. So we don't have a Black Legion psychic phase, so we're going to move straight into the Black Legion shooting phase.
Right, opening up the shooting phase, starting with the Hellforged Leviathan, and you're firing at this big squad of boys here.
Yeah, and you just made me think about which way round. So I was going to fire the Grav Flux first, because basically you get additional D3 shots for every 5 models in the unit.
Yeah, but then I'll take from the front and the flamers will be out of range.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to take a risk and fire the flamers first.
Okay.
So 2 D6 shots from the Hell Flamers.
Yep.
Totaling 7 auto hits.
Okay, what's the strength of these?
They're strength 5. They're basically heavy flamers. AP -1, 2 damage each.
AP -1.
So these are
3s.
Thank you.
And I have t-shirt saves, so 4 die?
Yes.
4 die. Interestingly enough, there was 23. Now you've killed 4. There's 19 left because you get D3 plus D3 for every 5.
Yeah, so I've gone from 5 D3 per gun down to 4 D3 per gun now.
But that's 8 D3 coming in on this squad. Okay,
so 8 D3 shots from the Grav Flux.
Yes. Did this thing stand still?
No.
Okay. So that many number of shots. That was 17 shots.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s because you moved.
I didn't put my Lord close enough to benefit from ones, but they were only ones.
Look at all those 2s.
Only 4.
And then it's strength huge.
Strength 9.
Okay.
AP -5.
You're winning on 2. AP -5?
Yeah.
That's like Eldar. That's redunculous.
So I'm winning on 2s.
Okay. You kill many.
Yes.
Whoa. 1 minute. 5, 10, 13 die along with the 3 with it. That's 16 Orc boys that Leviathan killed on its own. Then it looks like this. I took the knob away because there's going to be more shots coming in and I want some of the boys to survive. That would be very helpful. So combi bolters from the Rhinos coming into the last 3. You're going to do them both together?
Yeah, actually, because you took the knob away as well, I'm no longer in rapid fire range. So,
nice.
I only get 4 shots from the 2.
It's like I planned it.
All 4 hit.
Yep.
4 to wound. 1 wound.
1 wound. It's a 6-up becomes a 5-up because that's, mind you, they're not wholly on the train piece, so 6s still. No, 1 more dice. So there's 7 left in that squad. You're chewing your way through them.
Okay.
Where are we going next, sir?
Over here,
yes,
we have bolt guns and a plasma gun in rapid fire range over here.
You're going to shoot lots and lots of boys?
Yes.
Nice. Right, coming to this corner. You spent a command point on what for what?
Let the galaxy burn.
Sounds painful.
Single command point. It's better in bigger squads, but it's cool to use anyway. Black Legion infantry get to reroll 1s in the shooting phase, but if they're Chaos Space Marine units, they get to reroll all fail to hits.
All fail to hit?
Yes.
Nice.
And I'm going to spend another command point this phase, I think. No, I'm not going to do it. No,
so you're thinking about veterans?
I was, but I like the idea of using it on the psycho over there and making sure he dies.
Oh, okay.
So,
what are we shooting first?
Bolt guns first.
Bolt guns.
Hitting on 3s with rerolls for Let the Galaxy Burn. So 6 hits.
Yes.
And 4 to wound. That would be 4 wounds so far, please, sir.
4 t-shirts. I say 1, 3 boys die, then...
Plasma gun and plasma pistol.
Okay.
And we're not overcharging.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. With rerolls.
You could have overcharged with that stratagem.
I probably could have done, yeah. But oh well. Winning on 3s.
Yes. I won't get a save to this. Oh, just one more. So you kill 4 boys.
And then the combi bolt I was going to rip in as well.
Okay. From the rhino.
Mm-hmm. No rerolls from him and 4s.
2 more wounds. I don't say them 6 boys in total die from the rhino and this fusillade of shots in the corner. So the shooter boys now look like this, greatly reduced. Plus the bolt gun from this squad of Chaos Space Marines turned around and spat into them and killed 2 more. We did do them around at the end of the phase. They held there. You got +1 Chamber leadership anyway because you're Black Legion. So the bolt gun went that way. And then the auto cannon is firing all the way across here at my looters. So I spent a command point on Grot Shield because I suspect now that Liam has a lot more footprint on the table. There might be some more shots coming in on my looters. So 3s to hit. They both hit. 3s to wound. And 1 wound. So Grot Shields, you roll a dice every time a model loses a wound. They have a 6-up save, which becomes a 5-up save because I'm in terrain. Back to a 6-up save with an autocannon. So I'll get a save first on a 6, which I don't get. And then one of the models will lose a wound. And then you roll a 2+, and then a Gretchen dies instead. So one of the Gretchen dies instead. That's been sellotaped to the front of that bastion there. So Liam, it says every time a model loses a wound, that model technically lost 2 wounds, but it's only got 1 wound a model. So do I roll twice or do I just roll once? Because that model took many wounds. What does it? What do you think, Liam?
This is tough.
Yeah, it says every time a model loses a wound.
It does say a wound.
But that model has only got 1 wound.
Strictly took 2 damage.
Yes.
Does that count as losing 2 wounds? I guess it does.
But the model only has 1 wound.
Yes, that in that case, then just 1 grot, I reckon.
You reckon 1 grot?
He can only lose 1 wound, can't he? Because he's already got to lose.
He might take 6 damage, but he can only lose a wound.
Yeah, so I think that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
1 grot. Okay, comments below. Right, from the corner, back into the compound. Where are we going next, Liam?
Plasma gun.
Yes.
Into thingy.
Are you overcharged?
I am going to overcharge this time.
Don't
and
roll.
I have no rerolls.
Okay.
So this is risky.
Yes.
Dark gods are fickle.
You miss anyway.
Yeah, I missed it.
Is there some bolt gun shots there?
There's bolt pistols that are in range of the Gretchen.
Okay. You missed the Gretchen, Liam.
I think it's the foul stench. I think it's put me off.
Okay. Well, not Nurgle, you know.
No, but you're still fungus.
Okay. Well, yes.
Right, we have Havocs left.
Yes, these guys.
And we have the tip of the spear.
Right. Because the Rhino's fired, the Leviathan's fired, Corn Berserkers don't have any guns, so to speak. Right.
I wanted to fire both my last cannons into here. Yes. And I was going to use my Let the Galaxy Burn stratagem for them, but I figured it'd probably be more important to get rid of these shoot boys. I was going to fire both my autocannons up at your looters.
Right.
But I'm now contemplating not, because
Grot Shield.
one of them have to, pretty much, because of Grot, because that's the only thing you can really see.
Yeah.
But
Grot Shield is the thing. I mean, you hurt looters, and I just on a 2-up, I lose Grots instead. Or Gretchen.
So we're going to fire.
You need to kill a vehicle? No, what do you need? A vehicle with a character or
so
kill a psyker.
This is just me killing stuff, basically.
Right, okay.
So
you could shoot this thing here. That big black thing there.
I could, yeah. But I don't want to.
What are you looking at?
So we're going to fire both the last cannons into the unit of killer cannons.
Right.
And one of the auto cannons.
Okay.
The other auto cannon is going to shoot up at the looters because it's all I can see anyway.
Right, okay. Fire at the looters then.
So auto cannon first.
3s to hit, because these are heavy, but Havocs can move and fire heavy guns without.
Both hit.
Yeah, both hit.
3s.
3s.
1 wound.
Right, I need to get my 6-up save, because they're in cover. No, and then on a 2-up, another Gretchen dies. Another Gretchen dies, screaming, still taped to the front. Boom, you hit the autocannon against it, and yeah. Right, las cannons and autocannons into the Gretchen inside these cans here.
Las cannons first.
Yes.
Both hit.
Bang, bang.
Toughness 5.
Yes.
Both wound.
They do have 3-up saves.
AP -3 for last cannon.
6-up save, or on a 6-up, you blow off bits that I don't really need. No, you've done the deed. Roll it separately, because you could kill one.
So how many wounds do they have? 5?
5? I want to say 5. Ooh, 1's probably dead. And 2's probably dead. Yeah, 5 wounds. 3-up save, 2 die, and they explode on a 6. And the 6, oh no, let's command point. It only does 1 mortal wound to everything within 6 inches. So that'll be a grot and a knob, and that's it. So I'll keep that. And then the other one doesn't explode. So let's take 2 of them away and hurt the loot. Yeah. Oh no, it'll hurt the mega knobs as well. Okay, I took the 2 away with Scorchers because I want to reach out and touch with the rockets as they clank around all over the place. Knobs have 2 wounds each, so one of them is wounded. Mega knobs have 3 wounds each, so one of them is wounded on 2 wounds left. It looks like that. That was pretty good shooting from the Havocs.
Yeah.
And you still got the autocannon to go.
Yeah, actually I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So we're hitting on 3s.
Yep. One hit.
And we wound our strength 7, 3s.
And that's a wound. -1. I make the save that time. They're pretty good, aren't they? Havocs?
They're very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Have you got any more of them coming?
I might have some more Havocs coming, and they might also get to fire again this phase.
Oh yeah, because you put the markers for Nash on them.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm excited by it.
Is that the end of your shooting phase?
Absolutely not.
No.
We're going to come over here.
Oh, okay.
And Horace, he's like Horace, Abaddon, he's going to fire first.
He really isn't like Horus, you know.
He is a little bit like Horace.
What's he firing at?
The weird boy. What toughness is the weird boy?
4.
What's his save in there?
6. Well, now 5.
Okay.
Toughness 4, 4 wounds with a 6-up save, now 5-up because he's entirely in a terrain piece.
So I'm going to do something a little bit silly.
Right, just for a change.
I'm going to fire Abaddon at him first.
Right.
And I'm going to use a command point for Vets of the Long War.
Okay.
So
because if Abaddon kills him, you'll get Rise to Glory and
yeah,
Witch Hunter.
Exactly.
2 command.
Rise to Glory is the important part.
Okay.
Because I have to do it with a character.
Yes.
And I'm not guaranteed that my lord will make the charge against your war boss, or even beat him in hand to hand.
You've really thought this through, haven't you?
So yeah, different to the Orks and tactical. So 4 shots from Abaddon,
yes.
hitting on 2s, and he would re-roll, but
okay.
he hit all 4 times.
What's the strength of his gun?
4.
Okay.
But I now wound you on 3s.
Because of vets.
So I failed to win once. That's 3 at AP -1.
Right.
So 6-up saves.
Yeah.
And they're D3 damage each.
Are they really?
Yes.
Okay. So I need a bunch of 6s. I don't get any. I get 1 6, so 2 D3 damage, 4 wounds to get through. Good luck. And Abaddon, the Despoiler, achieves Rise to Glory and Witch Hunter, pointing the talon of Horus at I am, and he slays him. After Abaddon has spoken, the Terminators are firing everything at this unit of mech guns here. So we're starting off with the combi bolters, plus you're firing both parts of the plasma.
So I've got 3 normal combi bolters there,
yep.
which are these 12 shots, because of bolt discipline. I've got 2 shots here, which I have to roll separately, because they're an additional -1 to hit, because I'm firing both parts.
Okay.
So for the 3 normal Terminators, these are all hitting on 3s, with re-rolls because Abaddon.
Nice. You might as well chuck in the other 2 now, because they're hitting on 4s.
So they hit on 4s.
Yeah.
And they re-rolls because of Abaddon. So I hit with everything.
Sweet. Toughness 5.
So 5.
Yep. That's pretty good. I only have a 5-up save, you know.
Do you?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. So 5-up saves on the mech guns.
5 wounds.
That is 5 wounds. One of them was on 5 wounds. I don't know if they explode, but I'll roll it anyway, and then we'll find out. No. So one of the mech guns gets wiped out. And it looks like this. Now we're firing the plasma and the Reaper autocannon.
I'm going to overcharge plasma.
Oh, okay, so
hits on 4s.
Hits.
Wounds on 3s.
Oh, it doesn't wound.
Oh, no. And then the Reaper autocannon.
Yeah, it's
4
heavy.
shots. Hits on 4s, but rerolls for Abaddon. So that's 3 hits.
Strength 7, toughness 5.
Only 1 wound.
Only 1 wound.
1.
Yeah. So my 5-up becomes a 6-up, which I fail.
Single damage.
It takes a wound. It's down to 5 left. Interestingly enough, it's got a leadership of 4, these guys. So even though you killed 1, the other gun and the crew, they might flee.
Okay.
Right, after the Terminators unloaded, we had the Khorne Berserkers, the Hounds of Abaddon, throw a grenade. Didn't do anything, just threw it randomly, probably like the noise. And that's the end of the shooting phase.
Nope.
No.
I spent 2 command points for Endless Cacophony.
Okay.
Which I've never done before.
Right.
But your big yellow dude, Killer Can, has been left in range and line of sight of the last cannons.
So
I'm going to try and pop the last two as well.
So 2 las cannons and 1 auto cannon is shooting this way. Where's the other auto cannon that can't see them shooting?
Up to the looters again, because it's funny watching the Grots die. I'm actually tempted, but I think it would be too cheeky to fire both auto cannons at the looters.
Right,
Because
and both las cannons at the killer
because the las
cannons.
cannons are clearly perfect, aren't they?
Well, seeing as each las cannon took out 1 killer can each, then it would seem they are perfect.
Let's
yes.
do that. Let's fire both the auto cannons up at the
But
looters.
don't let me commit. Okay. all right.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. 1 hit.
We're not so good this time. We did
1 wound.
wound.
I need a 6. No, and a 2 kills a snotling, grotling, Gretchen. Well, he goes bam. Yeah, he was glued there, and he gets blown off.
And now the last cannons.
Yes.
Let's do
Both
it.
hit. 3's to wound.
1 wounds.
Yes, just 1 wound
Anything
this
minus
time.
3.
6 up. Nope. Right, roll a 5 or 6 again.
Okay.
You do. 3 las cannons hit the killer cans. Oh, and kill 3 perfect accuracy from these havocs. And that one doesn't go kaboom.
I've got a new favourite unit.
Yeah, what's that? Gretchen?
Yes.
Okay. And the killer can dies. So, yeah, 3 out of 3 killer cans die from 3 las cannons. Nice, I like it. That's very good. So, at the end of the shooting phase, many boys here died. My killer cans are falling like killer cans. Weird boy I am in the backfield got wiped out. A custom mega cannon from the mech guns got. That was a pretty good shooting phase.
It's brutal, wasn't it?
It was brutal and cunning.
I'm not used to having that kind of shooting either.
But I am cunning but brutal.
You are?
So you are now going on to the charge phase.
I am.
Where are the Terminators charging?
I don't know if I'm going to.
You're going to have to charge from Gretchen, I think.
I don't think it's even
You're
worth
too
it.
far away from these guns.
I can reach them. Do I care about slaughtering it? No, I don't.
Do you want to send
Wait, I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way.
So you're going to stand there and take it?
I'm going to stand there like a boss, waving my claw around with the firearm behind me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Sam, bring it on.
But over here,
Yes.
this is where it gets exciting.
Right.
Corn Berserkers will charge the boys.
Okay, we'll do Overwatch in a second. Let's
First.
roll up, see if you can get there.
I can
Oh,
definitely get
yeah,
there.
they're definitely getting there.
So they're going to eat the Overwatch from the boys, which means the Lord is going to leap up and over
Yeah.
and charge Grugger Chug
Well, he has to charge Grugger Chugger and the boys.
of course, yeah.
Because what you want is the Corn Berserkers, because you can't get base to base with him.
But I can get within an
You
inch.
want to get the Corn Berserkers to kill these, and then when you activate the Lord, then he can pile in and hit Grugger Chugger.
So as long as I can get there...
You don't even have to be within an inch. You could be 3 inches away.
Yes.
And then when the boys
Winters.
die, then you can... What?
I know what you're doing.
I don't think you can get within an inch of him.
I know how devious you are.
I don't think you can get
If
within...
I can get base to base with both of these, I should be within an inch of him. And if I am, that means that you can't then do what you're thinking about doing and spend 2 command points to interrupt and slap me back.
I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was thinking about the distances from your thing to your thing. That's
Shall
what
we
I
see
was...
if he gets him?
Shall we? Yes, let's do that. He doesn't get in. Right, you need a 4 on that one.
Yes.
Because you're coming up and down the wall.
Yes.
So your command point and reroll.
Yes.
Let's put you down to 5 command points.
Yes.
Good luck.
Oh
He's
no,
not
it's worse.
In.
It's worse.
But it's fine because Abaddon achieved rise to glory anyway.
Yes, that's true.
So, Corn Berserkers, let's move them in. Okay, the Corn Berserkers come screaming through the gateway. I fired lots of guns in their general direction and didn't take anyone down. And then the Corn Berserkers strike. Oh, and I heroically intervened with Grugger Chugger because there's a fight. And he didn't declare him as a subject of the charge.
No, I didn't think I needed to.
So you can't hit him, but you can smash the Orks. And Lim spent a command point on Veterans of the Long War and you tore those guys down without breaking sweat. Then Grugger Chugger piles in. He's going to unload the pain train. You're not going to like this.
I've got 8 Berserkers. I fear that after this I may have 1 left.
So 4 attacks, +1 for Might is Right, and +2 because the spell is still on him. He's got 7 attacks.
Hitting on 2s.
He's hitting on 2s, and I get 2 Death of the False Empress. So, because I'm Goths. So out of my 7 attacks, I managed to get 7, which is perfect. I'm strength 18. What's your toughness?
A 19.
Puny 4. Puny 4, Yumi. 2's to wound. Rerolling a wound.
AP minus.
-3 damage flat. I mean, that would kill. What's that? 3, 6, 9. Yeah. That would kill. A Warlord Titan. That would.
Have you ever seen someone roll 7 6-up saves?
I've never seen that.
And that hasn't changed.
You lose 7 berserkers. Ow. I actually feel a little bit sorry for you there.
I mean, after my shooting phase, I wouldn't.
Berserkers get to fight twice. You didn't declare me as the subject of the charge, so you can't fight Grugger Chugger.
No, that was a. There you go, kids. A top tip on YouTube Live. That was a silly mistake to not declare him as a charge, because it would have done. I would have suffered a little bit more Overwatch, but otherwise it wouldn't really have done me any harm, considering he could heroically intervene anyway.
Yeah. But
I was pretty confident the Lord would slap him with the Black Mace.
You killed about 12 Orc boys. I killed 7. I'd take that as a fair trade.
I think you probably got more points out of it than I did.
Right. But we're about to go into the morale phase, and I'm going to lose lots and lots of boys. So before we get there, let's go roll straight into the morale phase. Let's start all the way over here.
Okay.
I lost 8. I'm leadership 7. 8, 11. What's that? That's 4 more. Math. My brain working. 4 more. I got there. Take those dice. That's why I left those dice there, so I could remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, that leaves me with 7 boys. 7 boys in your back passage. Your berserkers. Let's do your berserkers while I remember. Their leadership 8, 9.
9 come in Black Legion, yeah.
Yes.
So I lost 7.
Are you sure you don't want
to... needed 2 to pass.
With your... Yeah, okay.
Like that.
You do.
Of course, he's a raving lunatic. Butcher's nails are singing.
There was 23 in this squad before you started shooting at them. Now there's 7 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the rest are going to flee no matter what, unless I spend 2 command points to keep them around.
Wow, yeah.
So I'm going to spend 2 command points to automatically pass their thing. That drops me down to 4 command points left. Explosions and shots killed 2 grots.
Oh, did they?
Their leadership 4.
Yeah.
2, well, at least 2 more. 2 more runs screaming, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You killed 2 in this squad with the grot shield.
Yeah.
3 plus 2 is 5. One of them manages to wriggle free of the sellotape and
run.
Run off into the
scarpered.
distance. He's scarpered. Killer Cans of leadership 6. You killed 3.
Do they do leadership?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's Gretchen in there. They don't exactly like being in there.
So a killer can run away?
A leadership 6, yeah. So, yeah, the last one runs screaming. He doesn't like that because 3 plus 7 is... Well, 3 plus 4 is 7, which is 1 more. So you've wiped out my killer cans with your squad of Havocs. What?
I didn't think they suffered leadership. They're vehicles.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, mech guns are leadership 4, and you killed 1. So... If I roll a 1, 2, 3, I'm fine. If I roll a 4, 5, 6, then this crew abandons its gun and runs off screaming as well. They're fine. They managed to hold firm, which is good because...
I feel for you.
Yeah, because I just lost half my army. Look at my dead pile, Liam. Look at my dead pile. It's only turn 2.
I mean, I'm very proud.
Yes.
But we've also scored loads of points.
You got Rise to Glory.
Yeah.
You didn't get Secure in there. You got Witch Hunter.
We're going to bin that one too.
Okay, so you get 2 points.
Yes.
I had 3.
Yes.
You had 2.
Yes.
It's 3 points to 4 in favour of the Black Legion as we go into Orks. Turn 2. Right, here are my objectives. Secured 2, which the Black Legion own. Master the Warp. Just cast a spell. There's a point. I probably can do that. And Blood and Guts. Beat something up in the fight phase. I can probably do that as well. I might have lost half my army, but I should be able to get some points. Okay, cast a Psychic Power, secured 2 and beat something up. I can do this. But more importantly, at the end of my movement phase, this unit that I spent 2 command points on keeping them fearless, and they snuck away. They snuck off when lots of casualties died there. What really happened is, I like to think, is they ran off quickly, and then I spent 3 command points on Endless Green Tide, and they're back in over here. So there was another group of Orks swarming in. There's the war boss. Let's take him out. So the boss is back. A big squad of 25 boys. My boss knob's got a power claw. Let's bring down the big un. And this dreadnought is angry. He's just flashed through a teleportarium. He's 9 inches away as well. And he's going to go charging in. You can only use that stratagem once a game. I've only got 1 command point left now anyway. So that's it. It cost me 5 command points to bring these guys back in. But I'm thinking swallow the Terminators with boys and a Dreadnought, and the Mega Knobs are making their way out from the mech shop, and that's an 8-inch charge for them, 9-inch charge for the other 2 squads.
We can have a big old punch up.
1 minute, I forgot to move the knobs. Let's move them that way. Okay, so the nobles advanced up there, and then the mech came over and healed the wound on the mech gun there. Okay, so that's it for the back castle. Charging Abaddon and his boys who think they're hard. We'll have a go. We'll show you who is hard. That's what's going to happen here. And then that's pretty much it. The Gretchen hiding down in here. Those Gretchen moving up to engage that unit of Chaos Space Marines there. Weird Boy Will standing just proud, and the boss told him to stay there.
Just
the idea is smite him, and that's a 10-inch charge to Leviathan Dreadnought. I'm feeling lucky. Charge Dreadnought. Meanwhile, talking about charging stuff, scoring objective 2. There's objective 2. I've got a unit of shooter boys there. They've come busting through the trees. If I shoot the other squad and then charge these guys, I should be able to get onto objective 2 and score that one as well. So what I'm saying is, I could potentially score all of my objectives. Potentially.
You've just got to believe it.
Just got to believe it. So in the meantime, Weird Boy Will is going to cast Smite on him, and I really need him dead so that my Grugger Chugger can go charging on. Just need a 5. That's a 4. It fails. That's the end of my psychic phase. I don't get Master the Warp. I could command point reroll that with my very last command point. What the hell? Let's do it. Smite works. D3 mortal wounds. It kills him. And that is Master the Warp. I have no command points left. Right, let's start off in the shooting phase. The shooters are going to shoot your Marines. Even with Daka Daka, I did 4 wounds. 4 3-up saves, and you lose 1. Right, after that squad, going across to the Gretchen, firing their Grot pistols into those Chaos Space Marines there. It would be very ignoble if you died to Gretchen shooting. Gretchen's hit on 4s.
I'm kind of okay with it.
You know what? They have Daka 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 as well.
Do they?
Yeah, and I rolled 4 6s. So, they didn't convert anyway. They're like las guns. They're like flashlights, only they haven't got... No, they've got actual bullets inside. But they are strength 3. 2 wounds. Will and Astartes from 10,000 years of warfare get taken out by a grot.
By a flashlight. Yes.
Yes, one does. What's the other one? No, just 1 dies. From the Gretchen to Grugger Chugger. He's got that's a custom rocket on his gun there, combi. He can fire at your Dreadnought. It's on a 5. He hits. It's strength 8, this rocket.
So 4s.
It wounds.
AP.
I think it's -2, flat 3 damage. I need to check now. Yeah, he's basically got a rocket launcher at the end of his pistol there, and it is -2, flat 3 damage. So 4-up save on your levy. Oh, the shield holds firm. Right, coming over here to the shooty stuff in the backfield. I'm going to charge Abaddon and his dudes. So these 2 tractor cannons. This one can see over the top of those crates and hit the levy. That one can't see the levy, so it will shoot at Abaddon, which hits.
Abaddon?
His squad, sorry. The Terminators.
Witchcraft.
It wounds on a 2, it's strength 8. I wound a Terminator, -2, so you get a 4-up save. Which you make, stop making the saves. And then the other shot comes all the way down and hits the levy and wounds on a 4. It doesn't wound. Okay, then I'm going to do D6 shots with the custom other mech gun going in there, which shoots twice and hits on 4s and suffers a mortal wound.
But does Daka.
But does Daka. So it only hits once. It's strength 8. It wounds. It's -3, this gun.
So 5-up?
Yep. You fail that save finally. This will do D6 damage to the Leviathan. I've got no command points left. And it does 5. It's got 9 left in him. 9.
That's done.
Or 9, as the Germans say.
That's done.
Daka, 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 looters. Firing 3 times each. 3 times 9 is 27 shots.
At the levy as well, yeah?
At the levy.
Okay. 27 shots from the looters, hitting on 5s.
And now I'll pick these dice up. I just remembered what I was saving that command point for.
For more Daka?
Grot shield.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I haven't got a grot shield, and they've all broken free of the sellotape. 5 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 sixes there. So 1, 5 more shots. Look at that, which doesn't in turn generate more
Another
hits.
hit. So there's many hits there from the looters. 27 shots turns into 10 hits. These are strength
7.
So winning on 5s.
Cocked. At -1. So 4.
3 up saves. This is armor protected. We take 2 more wounds.
No, it does 2 damage each.
Ooh, we take 4 more wounds. I'm going to command point that.
Okay.
Yeah, we take 2 more wounds.
Okay, it's down to 7. Yep, down to 7, so it's bracketed. It's hitting on 3s. If it moves, it's hitting on 4s. So I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, I think I'm running out of guns. Oh, Mega Knobs. The Mega Knobs can fire in at Abaddon's boys over there. Custom shooters. They have 4 shots each.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so there's 2 with these guns. So I'm hitting on 5s. And no daka. I get 1 hit. That's normal orc shooting. Strength 4. Don't wound.
What a mega knob.
Now we've got 25 shooters hitting you in the back. Right, a couple were able to shoot Abaddon because he was a little bit closer to this edge. Didn't do any wounds. But the ones that were able to shoot the Terminators, how many? I got this many 2-up saves.
Wow.
Well, daka is a thing when you're firing 25 times. And you did well as well. You made every single save. Right, I think I fired everything. Didn't kill anything back here. I've hurt him in the psychic phase and hurt the Leviathan. And there was some incidental firepower that shot and hurt some normal Marines. Basically, my shooting phase wasn't as good as your shooting phase, but then I'm Orks.
But he's bracketed now.
Yes.
And the only way he can get better is if he kills things in the fight phase.
What, like my Warlord?
Yeah, but I have to kill something in the fight phase without any melee weapons and then roll a 5+.
Okay, so let's do some charges. You can overwatch my Warlord.
Yes.
Let's get it on camera. How many shots?
Well, it'll be 2d3 because the flame is at 8-inch range and therefore out of range.
Yeah, this is 10-inch charge for me.
So he's a single model, so it's just d3 per gun.
Yeah.
For 2.
2 shots. Hitting on 6s. Nothing.
No.
Now can Grugger Chugger make this epic charge through the gateway for the homestead, for the family, for the boys? 10.
Yes!
Oh, he's in! He is angry. So Grugger Chugger pounces on the Leviathan Dreadnought. Then we go on to more charges. I'm charging this squad of 2 Space Marines over here. No damage done in Overwatch. You say it's 4 inches away?
You need 3 to get in, but
3.
I mean, you kind of want to come around here, though, don't you? Yeah, like that.
That's in. I want to charge weirdly. 1 minute. Yes. So with that long bomb charge, able to come around this side of the rock face because Grugger Chugger told us to check out this objective here. Turns out there's nothing on it except for smelly Umis, so we're going to smack them down. I'm not going to put Gretchen into Chaos Space Marines. That would be madness. There's a speed bump for you there. But I am going to charge over here. So you've got some nasty guns. I think the best placed unit to eat those shots, then Meganobs or Dreadnought, would be the Dreadnought. I'm charging in with the Dreadnought against your Terminators. You can overwatch me with Plasma on autocannon death. Right, because you had reroll a hit, because Abaddon is a thing, you put 2 wounds on my Death Dread. Oh, and I've declared Abaddon as the target of the charge as well, just in case all the other squads manage to kill the Terminators, and then my Dread can pile into Abaddon. So 2 wounds, he's got 6 wounds left. I just need to make a 9-inch charge, which I can reroll because I'm an Orc, because of here we go. Get in there, boy, get in there. Ooh, he fails the charge. Okay, so he got shot in the face, blindsided, he stumbled, it stopped him getting in there. Now we're going to overwatch again as the Mega Knobs try and get in there. This will be an 8-inch charge. Okay, no wounds caused on Overwatch. This is an 8-inch charge, and I've declared again Terminators and Abaddon. 8 inches for the killer cans, not killer cans, Mega Knobs, which I can re-roll. Come on, boys. No. The Mega Knobs and the Dreadnought both fail the charge. Now we've got a swarm of 25 boys about to charge in both of these. This isn't going to work, you know, because the idea was you weren't just hitting boys. Right, 2 died in Overwatch. 9-inch charge for the 3rd and final time. No, you know, getting that double 6 charge on Grugger Chugger, I think it used up all my...
He's wild, he's gone, Waagh! And they're all out of... They can't hear him.
Yeah, okay, let's re-roll. That's a Fail.
That was cocked.
That's a fail.
That was cocked.
That was a fail. That was clearly a 3. Okay, so the boys in the encampment decided that charging Abaddon and the some Terminators while they're out of earshot of Grugger Chugger is not necessarily what they exactly want to do today. They will pay for that folly. They will pay for that folly. Aware that you've got command points and you can interrupt. I don't think your Dreadnought can kill Grugger Chugger in close combat because he doesn't have any close combat goodness. But is there a Power Fist in this squad? These guys over here?
There is not. You killed the champion.
But there's just 3 attacks, so I don't guess it doesn't matter where I start. Oh, did your dude want to do a heroic intervention at the end of the charge phase?
Yes, because it's free, right? So I might as well.
Yeah, I can't hit him. Right, so I've got 5 attacks into your Leviathan Dreadnought.
Yes.
4 plus 1 for my Warlord trait. I'm hitting you on 2s.
You are indeed.
And I get 2 death... Oh, that was a hit. 2s. Yeah, I got 2 6s as well. So that's... 1 minute, what am I doing? 2 death to the False Emperors. Goffs. I got 7 out of 5 hits, mate.
Yep.
Right now, he's strength 6 plus 1 for his Warlord trait is 7 times 2 is 14. Strength 14 versus toughness 8. So I'm winning on 3s now.
But with reroll still.
But reroll a wound because it's the relic claw. So 3s to wound.
Ooh.
With a reroll. And it's -3 and each does a flat 3 damage. This will take out a Reaver Titan.
So
definitely take out a Leviathan.
4 plus invulnerable save in melee.
Okay. And you fail 3. That's 9 damage. It's got 7 wounds left unless you want to command point it and try and keep it alive. Or
yes.
You sure?
No. Yes. So
Okay.
6 wounds.
6 wounds. It's on 1 wound left.
And he's gonna. Oh, you get to fight here.
Yeah. Now the boys won't pile in. I will just smack you over here. So how many boys there? Have I got 7? Well, there's the claw. Let's start off with the claw. Boss knobs have 3 attacks. Force to hit, 1 hit, and it will wound on a 2. It wounds at -3.
Dead.
Kills 1. And then I've got 6 more boys smacking you at 2 attacks each.
Yep.
3s to hit, 4s to wound with exploding dice. This is how many wounds. Is he a hero? No, he's not a hero.
He's not a hero. He gets
The last
slaughtered by the orcs.
guy gets dragged down. I think that's the end of my fight. I fought here, killed stuff. Now you get to fight Grugger Chugger back again. So you...
4 attacks from the Leviathan.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s now.
Because he's a bit poorly.
I hit you twice.
Okay.
Strength is 8.
I'm toughness 5. I'm really tough.
Wound you twice.
Okay, 4 up saves. You kick him in the kneecaps. You hurt him a little bit. He's on 4 wounds left. Now, is this the guy with the Black Mace of Doom?
No, it's not. That's him. That's the Lord with the cloak.
The one who's about to pile in a second.
Yeah. So I have 4 attacks being exotic champion, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
However, being an exotic champion, you can reroll failed to hits and failed to wounds against enemy characters.
Really?
So I hit on 2s.
Okay.
Rerolls.
Yes. Look, you get a death to the False Emperor.
I don't, because you don't have an emperor, do you?
We
You
do.
have Gork and Mork.
We have Gork and Mork is our Emperor.
Well,
Murphy. Murphy is our Emperor.
I'm strength. Wait a minute. I'm strength 6. Okay.
He sits on a green throne.
A what?
A green throne, not golden throne. A green throne. Strength.
6.
Toughness 5.
3. With rerolls, because I'm an exotic champion.
Right. That's a bit cocked.
It's very cocked. There you go. So it's 4. All 18 minus 1.
Yeah.
All of 1 damage. How many wounds you got left?
I've got 4 wounds
So
left.
you want to make all of these 5 ups?
Yes, I do.
Or your warlord dies?
Yes, that.
To an
yes.
exotic champion as well.
It would be a bit embarrassing. He's alive.
He
He's
is
fine.
alive.
He's alive on 2 wounds left. But let's face it, when he was sat out there on his own, he would have been the closest thing to your entire army and your havocs for shooting. Well, mind you, they might have been. But all you've had to do is move around with your Leviathan Dreadnought and shoot at him. He would have been very dead in your shooting phase. So come charging through the gap and crippling your Dreadnought and getting it down to 1 wound is definitely worth my Warlord, potentially, maybe. Anyway, at the end of my turn, I do some stuff. I secure that objective.
Do.
I killed something in the fight phase with those guys over there.
And
God
you
bless
mastered the
them.
warp.
And I mastered the warp. So I get 3 points.
Yes.
Which means it's 6 points to Murphy's Wall. Only 4 points to the traitor Astartes. So we're about to go into turn 3 for the Black Legion. Now, Abaddon is about to run amok through the encampment in the backfield. I should have made some charges over here. Will Abaddon make the boys pay for their folly? Let's find out in turn 3. Here are Abaddon's orders. He wants to take back Objective 2. That's the objective in the corner that the boys took off the Black Legion. The one in the very corner of the Black Legion deployment zone. He wants to defend 1, which is one of the gateways. Both of these are achievable, by the way. And for the Dark Gods, score a victory point. If an enemy unit was destroyed or failed a morale test during this turn, that should be easy too. So it is 6 points to 4 in favour of Murphy's War, but it's easy. It's going to be easy for the Black Legion to get back in it at this stage.
Me again, so it was quite a short movement phase for me. I had to decide what to do to secure the objectives the War Master has given us. The Leviathan surprisingly fell out of combat because if I stay there, I'm probably going to explode. And he has a Hellfire reactor as well. He blows up on 5+, not 6+.
Okay.
I don't particularly fancy that, so he's backed out of combat, but he only has a 3-inch move whilst he's down to 1 wound. Meanwhile, the Chaos Lord has stepped up with the Black Mace, probably going to uppercut your war boss into oblivion with it.
Not going to happen.
He is famous with that mace. He's uppercutted things like Carnifexes before, as you well know. Over here, the Marines have pushed up onto the objective. I should be able to take enough significant number of Orks down in shooting to be able to still charge in there and then secure it myself. And if I can't, I do have a Black Legion stratagem that allows me to secure an objective with a troop choice even if I'm outnumbered. So either way, I should get that if I can successfully charge onto it, much like you did in the last turn. The Havocs have stayed put, probably stupidly. I might move them in a minute because I forgot they're even over there. The Chaos Marines came back through the gate. They pushed into the Orc compound and Abaddon said, get out. The first company and myself will clear this compound. You secure Objective 1 and defend it. So they're defending it.
I like what you did with this Rhino as well.
But yeah.
You're defining that and then block the gateway. You shall not pass.
So we're blocking the Orcs into the slaughterfest that is inside. Pushing these back through here also means that he can't draw line of sight with many things to them. So they're relatively protected.
Yeah.
And over here, the first company have stepped aside. The tip of the spear has stepped aside for the War Master to come through and take on that Death Dread because it's the War Master.
Abaddon versus Death Dread.
Yeah, and then the first company are in to take on the Mega Knobs. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, they're Mega Knobs, yeah, but Abaddon versus the Death Dread doesn't stand a chance, let's face it.
No. So yeah, it should be a successful phase. I should be able to pull 3 more points back, hopefully, which means it's going to keep swinging my way, your way, my way, your way.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute war of attrition right now. Let's see what happens as we move into the Black Legion shooting phase.
Right, we're opening up the shooting phase. Just did a quick tweak at the end of the movement phase. The Havocs are pushing forward so that they've got better range on the looters.
Yes.
And I can't use croc shields.
No.
So, fire away, sir.
Up at the looters. So we've got the autocannons first.
Yes, 3s to hit.
Yeah, because even though I move, I'm a Havoc.
3s to wound.
Oh dear.
Only 1 wound. I have a 6-up save because I'm in a ruin. Yay!
And the last cannons?
Which have been brutal so far. Both hit, wounds on 2s. I don't get a save. You kill only 1 Havoc.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, 1 looter.
1 looter, sorry.
They weren't so good this time.
No. No, he's dead. He shouldn't have been stood up there. Where are we going to next?
We're going to come over here for Marines to shoot into Orcs.
Okay, plenty of Marines and combi bolters firing into Orcs. Where are we starting?
Just the Marines, bolt guns?
Yep. Everything hits. Nothing wounds.
3 plasma shots.
3 hits.
These are 3s again. 3
okay,
wounds.
you kill 3.
Perfect.
4 left. Now what?
Combi bolter from this Rhino.
Okay. You hit once. And you wound. It's a 6-up becomes a 5-up because of the terrain. I save it.
So I now fire the other one. I was worried about firing both because overkill.
Right.
But
now you're firing the other one. Okay,
yes.
3 hits and 4s to wound, and you get 3 wounds.
This could be perfect.
3 5-ups, 2 more die, which will leave the noble and 1 boy behind him. Yeah, and once you make that charge, you'll definitely re-secure the objective that I secured off of you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, next.
Pistol.
Pistol.
I want to see if I can do something, so please wait 1 minute.
What's happening?
Demon Shell.
Demon Shell.
Yeah, it's my favourite stratagem.
Okay.
Single command point.
Yes.
When you fire a pistol, bolter, or combi bolter, you make a single shot.
Yes.
And if you hit, you do D3 mortal wounds.
And if you miss, you do
and if
D3.
you miss, you do D3 to yourself.
You're firing a demon shell in close combat.
I have just levelled the pistol to his face. Chanted.
This is not a good move.
And
not in close combat. and it hits, it will do D3 mortal wounds to Grugga Chugga. He's got 2 left.
Oh.
And he's got 1 left. Maybe he just gets grazed by that shell as it whizzes past it. Or maybe he took him full in the chest. He is Grugga Chugga. He's like, "Rah, demon. I eat demons for breakfast, mate." Right, where we, it's just these guys now.
I'm coming over here, yeah.
A chunk of Terminators firing at stuff. Now, you could fire over your shoulder into boys, seeing as they only have a 6-up save, and they will charge you from the back in a minute.
As long as they're all in range, which I'm sure they are.
You've got your discipline thing. Terminators
Of
fire
course,
maximum at 24-inch range, so you're looking at many shots.
So absolutely everything here, including Abaddon, are going to go into boys.
9 out of 25 boys die. It serves them right for not making the charge. Maybe that's why they didn't get the charge. They came piling in from this direction, the green tide, and then being shot at and shot at and shot at and shot at, and they're just getting cut down as they're trying to make their way in. Now that's the end of your shooting phase.
It is.
Wasn't as devastating as last time. We're going to go on to the charge phase.
We are.
Abaddon charged the Death Dread. Now, these guys, the Terminators, took a wound as they went into the Killigans, and you just need a 4 to get within an inch. Ooh, the Terminators make the charge, but at least I injured one.
Now he's in here.
Yes, and that was an auto in with your Chaos Lord against Grugga Chugga.
Now I need a big charge.
Now you need a big charge, because you want to secure Objective 2. You will definitely get onto Objective 2. I have a shooter and a pistol, and I miss. So you make that charge. You're re-securing that objective. I've got no command points to interrupt, so you can start wherever you want to start. Do you want to start here?
The Chaos Lord.
Chaos Lord versus Grugga Chugga with the Black Mace of Doom.
4 attacks, hitting on 2s. All 4 hit.
Nice.
Black Mace makes him strength 7.
Okay.
Wounds on 3s.
Yep. You got reroll a wound running in?
Yeah, because the exotic champion's next to him.
AP?
-2.
So I need 6s. I've got 1 wound left. Just 4 6s. Grugga Chugga falls. That is Slay the Warlord.
And I'm going to use the Chaos Boon table for a command point.
That'll put you on 1 command point left.
I know, but it's fun.
Okay, let's do the Chaos Boon table. Alright, 2d6. What does your dude get? He gets a 10.
A 10. Add 1 to his toughness characteristic.
Crystalline body. He's suddenly toughness 5.
Yes.
You remember that. Don't forget that.
I will definitely forget that.
From the fight with my Warlord over to the Chaos Space Marines.
So the champion with his chain axe.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
Doesn't he get an extra attack for being a champion and an extra with a chain axe? So that's 3 attacks.
No, he gets an extra for the champion, which is 2.
Yeah.
He doesn't get an extra for the chain axe.
Why not?
Because the chain axe.
Oh, okay.
What he gets instead is +1 strength.
Oh, I'm confusing it with chain swords.
So he wounds on a 3.
Yes. He doesn't wound.
But then the 3 Marines,
With 3 attacks.
they actually will hit.
They hit, okay. Forced to wound.
Oh no.
They don't wound. Right, I know we've got to do Abaddon and stuff, but while we're here, let's do that.
Yeah.
The normal shooter boy hitting you back on 3s and wounding you on 4s. He wounds you twice. He doesn't take any out. And the boss knob has got a claw. So he hits on 4s.
Oh
hits
no.
twice. He'll wound on 2s. Oh, snake eyes. So there you have a bit of a slobber knocker, and don't hurt each other at all. Maybe just shake hands, have a cup of tea, dunk some biscuits.
I'll hold the objective at least.
I hopefully pass morale. You kill 5. I'm going to do morale now, because otherwise I'm going to forget.
Okay.
Leadership 7.
Yes.
So a 1 or 2 and I'm all right.
Yes.
Oh, no. They run screaming. So the Chaos Space Marines retake that objective ordered by Abaddon. They are not going to ignore what the War Master says. And then we come up to this end of the battle grid, and you have Terminators, or we're going to leave Abaddon for last, right?
Yes.
He's the cherry on the cake. So let's do Terminators versus Meganobs. This should be an interesting fight. So the Terminators, you've got 3 power fists. That's 6 attacks, hitting on 4s against the Meganobs.
Doing your toughness 4, right?
Yes.
So there's no point using vets.
No.
So 6 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Rerolling 1s and 2s.
Rerolling all of it for Abaddon.
Is it?
Just rerolls hit rolls.
Does he?
Yes.
Okay, so they all hit. Strength 8, toughness 4.
2 to wound.
Everything wounds.
AP minus 3.
3. I have a 2-up save.
Yes.
So it becomes a 5-up.
Ooh.
I save 4 of them. Now, one is on 2 wounds. So D3 on the first guy.
2.
Gets killed. D3 on the second guy. Is killed. The power fists take out 2 Meganobs. Then you have the chain fist.
Yes, the 2 attacks hit on 4s.
Yes.
Rerolling
Rerolling.
for Abaddon.
Wounding on it 2.
This is AP -4 being a chain fist.
I need a 6. I fail
It's
it.
flat 2 damage.
Okay, one's on 1 wound left.
And then we have the power axe.
From the champion.
Yes, so
3
here's 3
attacks.
attacks.
Okay, so you got 3 dice.
And all 3 hit with the power axe, right?
Yep. 5s. All 3 wound. -2 a power axe. So 4s. I fail every single save, which kills that last guy and leaves 1 Mega Knob left.
With 1 wound
on
remaining.
1 wound, yeah.
And I can't fight twice because I used a command point.
Yeah. Abaddon, the Despoiler.
Yes.
So do all your attacks with Dracnian and then roll, with the Talon of Horus and then roll d6 for the sword.
So he's got 6 attacks as standard.
Right.
So we'll roll 5 with the Talon and 1 with Dracnian.
Okay.
So 5 with the Talon.
Yes.
All hit.
Okay.
His strength for the Talon is ×2, so he's strength 10.
Okay, toughness 7. 3s to wound. Do you get reroll a wound?
No.
You don't get a reroll a wound?
Nope.
What's the AP of the Talon?
The AP of the Talon is -4.
Okay, I don't get a save.
D3 damage.
2. The Death Dread is still alive on 4 wounds left.
D6 attacks, however, with Dracnian.
Roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1. You roll a
attacks with
3,
Dracnian.
because if you rolled a 1, you'd take a wound, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dracnian hits 3 times, and he wounds on... What's the strength of this? Times
6 now.
Strength 6. You're only strength 6. I'm toughness 7.
Yeah, I forgot to put vets on him.
Okay.
Waiting on 5s. AP -3.
Yes.
And then a flat 3 damage.
So you're not going to kill the Dread?
I'm not going to kill the Dread.
Wow. 6 to save. I don't save. The Dread's on 1 wound left.
Yes, he is. That is not good news for me.
Right, that's going to be the cherry on the cake. I'm going to move on to my Mega Knob.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, I left the Mega Knob with the pair of kill swords because he gets an extra attack. So his 3 attacks go up to 4 attacks. But he hits on 2 4s because they're unwieldy. So 4s to hit.
Ooh.
I didn't get any 6s. But this is strength ×2. Each does 2 damage, you know.
Oh, really?
Each does 2 damage, kill sword. So 2s to wound. I get 2 wounds. 2 invulnerable saves. Or you lose Terminators. You lose a Terminator. You kill 3 of them. I kill 1 in return. Just a normal guy?
Yeah. Just a normal guy.
I like how you so delicately pick them away. Right, now on to the Death Dread. And I will destroy Abaddon the Despoiler.
You won't.
First time I used a Death Dread. Right, Death Dread's got 6 attacks because he's got 4 close combat weapons. I'm going to do 4 attacks with the Dread Claws and I'm hitting on 3s. So I hit 3 times, and that's 1 death to the False Emperor. I hit 4 times. This gets me up to strength ×2. I'm strength 10.
Yep.
What's his toughness?
5.
So I'm winning on 2s.
Yes.
I wound 3 times at -3, 3 damage each.
Abaddon has a 4 invulnerable save.
Okay. You fail 1.
He halves all damage rounding up.
So he takes 2 wounds.
Yes.
2 wounds.
Yes.
Just 2. And then 2 with my Dread Swords. These will hit on 3s. Only 1 hit. See, I was really looking for those 6s. This is strength +4, so I am strength 9. So now I'm wounding you on 3s. I do a wound. It's -2
So
damage.
4 up again, which we fail. And
Right.
2 damage becomes 1 damage.
So he takes 3 wounds.
Yes.
How many does he start off on?
8.
8?
Yes.
He's on 5. I'm on 1. At least I got to scratch him. If he bleeds, we can kill it. And that's the end of turn 3 for the Black Legion. I've got morale coming up. I lost 3 Mega Knobs. So basically on a 4? No, on a 5, I'm going to lose that guy. I lose that guy. He runs away screaming.
That means you can shoot at them.
It does mean I can shoot them, actually. Over here, I lost 9 boys in total. They are currently leadership 14. 3 + 9 is 12. They hold. They don't run away. I don't think I lost anything else that needs a morale check. And I don't think you need any morale checks either. So I think that's the end of your turn 3. We have Terminators and Abaddon making combat in the backfield. So, and that's what's happening over here. And then outside of the encampment, outside of the Orc encampment, the Black Legion have pressed their advance and killed everything coloured green out in the Green Wasteland. And they've still got Havocs and Rhinos and HQs and other Chaos Space Marines out there. Seems like they've followed Abaddon's orders to the letter.
Secured 2.
Yeah.
Started defending 1.
Yeah.
And for the Dark Gods, we killed the Warlord, Yeah. And your unit of
Okay.
Mega Knobs. So we
So-
only got to slay the Warlord.
So it was 4 points to 6. With that and secure the Dark Gods is 6 points to 6. Slay the Warlords, 7 points to 6 in favour of the Black Legion. And then at my turn, you're going to get another 2 points for defending that one there as well.
Unless the Grots stop me.
That could happen. So it's 7 points to 6 in favour of the Black Legion as we go to Murphy's War. Turn 3. Here are my orders. Now Grugger Chugger has gone. Weird Boy Will is shouting out demands, telling the guys to hold firm. Secure 1, secure 5 and secure 6. Here we are after the Orks movement phase, and this is the entire footprint of my army. I need to secure 1, 5 and 6. So there's 6, I got that one. There's 5, and 1 would have been a 5-inch advance over there to stop you defending that, and I didn't fancy my chances rolling that dice. Plus, I wouldn't have got that one. So I may have failed to get both. So instead, the Gretchen came piling on to that objective there. So at least I will score these 2 points, which will make it 8 points to 7, and then you will get 2 points for that, so it'll be 8 points to 9. You'll be winning at the end of this, unless Abaddon dies. Death to Abaddon. So everything is focusing on Abaddon back round in the encampment. I had to advance with this unit of boys. The Green Tide, they will not be charging this turn. At the end of the movement phase, my mechanic will put D3 wounds back on that. Bits have fallen off the Death Dread. He's a bit distressed by this, so he comes running over. And he puts 2 bits back together again, because he made that thing. He quite likes it. And then Weird Boy Will came running over as well. And the closest thing in line of sight and smite range, the Terminators. Ooh, what's the... No, because the Fist of Gork or Mork is a 12-inch range, so I can't up that thing. Well, let me double check, because if it's 18, it would be great to put 2 attacks on this. No, it's 12-inch range, and you can only put it on a character, so it won't work. So instead, I'm just going to smite the Terminators. I can see that one. And I smite D3 mortal wounds on your Terminators, mate. You lose a Terminator and 1 takes a wound, and you'll notice that the nobles are scrabbling through. They're going to try and make that charge as well. That's if I don't kill them. I've stayed locked up in close combat with Abaddon because I'm thinking, why not? So let's unload on the Terminators. This gun fell back. It's on 5 wounds. I'm going to shoot shots into the Terminators. How many shots? 3 shots. I'm sorry about that smell. I just farted. It's not that bad.
I thought it was the Orks.
Forced to hit. I don't do any mortal wounds to myself, and that's a Daka. Or would it be 5s to hit because I fell back? Right, 2 hits, strength 8. 2 wounds on your Terminators at -3. You're beginning to smell it now, right?
Yeah.
I'll open the window in a second, just come on. You make 1, fail 1, D6 damage, kills that guy. How many you got left there?
2.
2 left. Let's fire tractor cannons at you. They both automatically hit you. Now let's wound you on 2s. I wound them both at -2, so you do get a 4-up save instead of a 5-up save. You fail them both. Each doing D6 damage. Killing one, killing the other. The first company that came with Abaddon have been wiped out, leaving Abaddon on his own. And now my looters can unload. Do I really need to fire at that Leviathan Dreadnought now? Because it's 18-inch range and I'm not a long way over there. Do you want me to open the window?
I'm glad I can move my models away from you because I think the paint fall off.
Right. I think I'm going to shoot the looters at the Havocs because...
What's their range?
48.
Yeah, they'll be able to reach.
Yeah, you've been reaching that and touching me.
Exactly.
I want to touch you back again. Let's fire 8 looters in here. D3 shots each time with a death gun. Ooh.
So 24 shots from the looters, hitting on 5s.
Don't breathe through your nose, Liam.
I'm trying not to breathe at all.
That many hits. How many dackers did I get?
4, 5?
1, 2, 3. I got 6 dackers there. 6 dackers. And a couple more hits. Look at that. Strength 7 versus toughness 5.
5, yeah. So
3s to wound. Let's see how much you like your things now. There you go. How'd you like them apples? You've got 10 saves of 4 ups because it's -1. The looters are dead.
The looters are dead.
I wipe out... No, the Havocs, sorry. The looters kill the Havocs.
They have been destroyed.
With that explosive display of firepower, that's the end of my shooting phase. I've killed the Terminators, I've killed the not looters, Havocs. Now we're on to the charge phase. I'm not going to charge in with my big mech because I could charge in with my big mech, but I want to charge in with the knobs first. So let's do the knobs. You've only got one command point, so you can't pay to interrupt. You're just over 9 inches away. They make the charge. The nobles are going to bring down Abaddon the Despoiler. Nobles charge Abaddon. Bit of a scrum here. This is where we ended up after the pile-in moves. Long story short, I've got 2 big choppers in range. We'll do them first. You've got 3 attacks each. So these hit on 3s. And I get a death to the False Emperor. I get 2 death to the False Emperors. So I hit that many times. I'm strength 7, -1, 2 damage. So I'm wounding on 3s. And you've got 5 saves. What are you doing all the way down there?
I'm not standing near you.
5 at -1, 2 damage, which will become 1 damage because it's Abaddon.
3 ups.
He takes 2 more wounds.
What's left to fight, mate?
There's 2 Clear Claws. There's the guys with all the choppers, and then my Death Dread will hit you. So he's on 3 wounds unless you want to command point this.
No, it's a point.
Okay, so I've got 2 guys with kill saws. This guy and this guy. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s because they're kill saws. And a modified hit roll of a 6. So that is 5 hits with the kill saws. That puts their strength up to 10 because it's strength times 2. So I'm winning you on 2s. I win 3 times. 3 times at -4, 2 damage.
4 ups.
4 ups. Which becomes 1 damage because it's Abaddon.
I'm going to reroll this anyway.
Okay.
Oh!
So Abaddon's down to 2 wounds left. And then there's a noble in there with 2 choppers, which gives them an extra attack each. So 5 attacks. He hits on 3s. He only hits once. He's strength 5.
Death to the False Emperor though.
Was there?
Because it was a 6.
Well, there you go. I don't wound. I don't wound. That's the nobles. They've softened you up nicely. Down to 2 wounds left. Then they'll consolidate. I'll do that in a minute. And now we're on to the Death Dread. 2 Death Dread claws coming in hot. Hitting on 3s. I hit 3 times and 1 death to the False Emperor. 3 times. Strength times 2. Gets me up to strength 10. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds minus a lot, and it does 3 damage each time. So 2 4-up saves. If you fail one of these,
he dies.
He dies. Abaddon the Despoiler falls.
It's like Vigilus, he just runs away.
Oh yeah, well there's a flash of a teleport Homer and he disappears back to the vengeful spirit. Maybe he overextended himself coming into this encampment. Or maybe he did exactly what he wanted to do on the tin, which is to drive the boys back out of the Outlands, back inside their encampment. But honestly, that's the end of my turn, and the battle lines are drawn now. This is the edge. I'm inside the wall, you're outside the wall. I get 2 points, you get 2 points for defending that one. I get 2 points for scoring those 2 objectives there. We're about to head to turn 4, and there's 1 point in it.
No, you got Warlord.
I just got Warlord. It's a draw.
We're level.
We're level. Interesting times. Murphy and his war are dragging themselves back into this fight. Let's go on to turn 4. Interesting. Just when I lost my warlord, Weird Boy Will was telling the guys to take ground and hold ground. Now the warlord of Abaddon's gone. Same thing's happening for the Black Legion. Defend 2, defend 3, and secure 3. Here we are after the Black Legion's movement phase. As I said, the battle lines are drawn. They are not inside the Orc encampment. Very fortuitous card draw, because there's 3. You're securing and defending 3. And where was the other one? That one there.
Over here too, defending 2, yeah.
So you're going to get a point, and you're going to hopefully defend both of these objectives, and that's worth 4 points at the end of my turn.
Yeah, I wanted to see how much I could push on there, but that's the only thing that could reach.
Right.
So I'm going to apologise to YouTube.
Right.
Because this is going to be a nothing turn for the Black Legion, because I'm outside your battlements, you're inside your camp. Now Abaddon's teleported after he'd drawn everything in. The Vengeful Spirit can start to bombard the campment.
Oh, is that
and all the chaos are outside waiting for the city to be levelled.
Well, we know about orbital bombardments, right?
Yeah.
from from the Space Marine Codex.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
Yeah. But we are maybe going to get some points.
So
we've got some
Rhino's
combi
blocking
boys.
these guys. Rhino's blocking there. They're backing off and holding the gateway. I like the fact that you're securing the gateways.
Yes.
And, okay, so combi bolters from these guys.
This is literally my shooting phase.
Coming into the grot.
Yeah, 4
Okay,
shots.
Okay. You hit 3 times.
And got to toughness 3.
2.
So 3 wounds.
Okay, they do have a 6-up save, which becomes a 5-up because they're in a train piece. But 3 of them die, and that's your shooting phase. Their leadership 4, and the last one runs away screaming.
So I did kill a unit.
So you spray bolt gun fire, combi bolt fire all over that bastion there, and yeah, you kill a unit. And at the end of your turn, you're 1 point in the lead, but defending 2 objectives.
Yes.
As we go on to Orks turn 4. So it's 10 points to 9 in favour of the Black Legion, and they're going to get 4 points at the end of my turn unless I do something about it. And I need to defend objective 1. I can't get to it. It's one of the gateways. Mission critical objective number 2. That one has proven very critical all game. It's gone one way, then the other way, then the other way in the Black Legion corner. Not going to be able to get to that one either. But Kingslayer, if the Warlord dies, I get D3 points. I've killed Abaddon, or mortally wounded Abaddon, and he's gone back to the Vengeful Spirit. A chance to hang in here by my rotten orky fingernails. Here we are after the Orks movement phase. There's the mission critical objective. Oh, how mission critical that's been. I can't get it. And there's number 1. Can't get to that either. The Gretchen are running their way over towards it. So all I'm doing is repositioning my entire army. Maybe I dropped a bit too much in my back line to deal with Abaddon and the Terminators. Maybe I should have left some units beyond. I mean, look, I'm entirely pretty much within this quarter or third of the board.
What's over here?
What's over there?
You know, it's your camp. What's over here?
Mission critical objective over there.
Yeah, with the mushrooms.
Probably some lovely coated mushrooms when that other storm. I don't know.
Whatever it is. We both
Something
think it's
really shiny that keeps reflecting in the sunlight. And
Yeah.
look at this shiny thing over. We want it, and it's probably a rusted tin cup or something.
Yeah.
So that's probably what's over there. So yeah, my entire army is. They advance, the Dread advance, the boys advance, the mechanic has ran up behind the Dread and bolted another bit back onto him. He's on 4 wounds. He's faced Abaddon the Despoiler, and he's getting bits hammered back together again. He's a hero. Then I got down and had a good line of sight look with my guns. Line of sight look, that works. And the tractor cannons can't see anything. This gun can see the Rhino and the looters, as in that Rhino there. It's only the looters that can see that Rhino that's defending that objective. And you're very pleased with yourself there.
Peace face.
So this thing is going to shoot the Rhino in the gateway for this many shots. For 1, which hit and don't wound. And then D3 shots with the looters. And I need to get the big 3. Stop you defending this objective here. And I get 8 shot times 16 shots. Hitting on 5s. With a couple of Dackers. There's 3 there. That was 9 hits. This could do it. Strength 7, toughness 7. This isn't going to do it. 4 wounds. 4 wounds at -1. Each doing 2 damage. It isn't going to do it. Yeah.
We did forget that he popped smoke as well, so I'm glad about that.
Did he?
Yeah, do you remember I said pop smoke for? I don't know. I forgot until then.
Well, he didn't take any damage whatsoever anyway.
Yeah, so it's okay. It works.
Okay. Right, that's the end of turn 4. Quickest turn ever. You secured these 2 objectives here, the defending ones. So you're on 14 points to my 9? To my 9.
Yes.
And I get D3 points for killing Abaddon.
You do.
So I need a big 3 to stay in this fight as we head to turn 5. I get the big 3.
Ooh,
It's
12.
14 points to 12 in favour of the Black Legion as we head into turn 5. Here are the Black Legion orders. Secure 1, which is one of the gateways. No prisoners. Kill something and advance out of their deployment zone. We're interrupting the movement phase. Both of the empty rhinos bursting inside the Ork encampment, which is lovely for the boys because it gives them something to charge.
Yeah.
And you're defending objective, securing objective 1, there's a point. And then you advanced over here to get everything out of your deployment zone. And then this squad needs to advance out of the deployment zone as well. Maybe one of the orbital batteries from the Vengeful Spirit up ahead is misfiring and there's going to be something big and nasty going to land there. But we measured up and we double checked. You need a 6 to roll them to get this point for advancing out of your deployment zone. So move 6, what?
One of these.
Target acquired.
Yeah.
Yes, good luck.
Have you touched this one?
Have I touched? I've touched them all. They're in the dice pot.
So this is probably a 2 then?
Yes. It's a 6!
Yes!
You advance out of your deployment zone. Well done. Then we moved on to the shooting phase. The only thing that could fire was these 2 rhinos in rapid fire range, firing away at the Gretchen, which were making their way onto objective 1 there, and you killed 4.
Yeah.
That's the end of the shooting phase. That's the end of your turn.
It is.
Their leadership is 4. I'm going to lose D6 more. 3 more of them run screaming. Ay, 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 ay. And that's the end of Black Legion's turn 5. Liam gets a point for advancing and a point for securing objective 1 over here. Doesn't get any points for no prisoners. Hasn't wiped out an entire unit yet, but that could be quite easy if it does go on to turn 6. But that's 2 points, making it 16 points to 12.
Yes.
In favour of the Black Legion, I need a good card draw here as we go into Orks, turn 5. Right, here are my orders. I got rid of Mission Critical Objective 2. I need to defend 1, so I can't get that unless it goes on to 6. Here we go. Wow. Score 1 victory point if 3 or more Orc units from your army make a charge move this turn. Score D3 if 5 or more Orc units from your army make a charge. Now, I don't know how possible it is to get D3 points, but I'll certainly have a go at charging stuff. An overwhelming firepower. Just shoot stuff with guns. Here we are after the Orc movement phase. I need it to go on to turn 6. Now, I can't really defend objective 1. I could run some Gretchen onto it, but then in Liam's turn, he kills some Gretchen, which is really easy. So I can't defend that. What I can try and do is make a charge with multiple units. There's Weird Boy Will, there's the Nobles, there's the squad over here, there's the Gretchen over there. And if I get good on the dice rolls, there's the Dread, which is healed again. He's back up to 6 wounds. That mechanic doing his best. If I get some good dice rolls, I'll be able to position the boys charging weirdly such that I could get 5 units in for D3, but it's a long stretch. And then I need to kill something for overwhelming firepower. So there's rhinos. So I might as well, mind you, there's a Dread on 1 wound left. So that's probably the easiest thing. Let's shoot the looters at the Leviathan Dread. Number of shots each, 1. 5s to hit. 1 hit. 5s to wound. I don't wound. And I can't see any part of it from the mech guns all the way down here because there's a giant building in the way and some rhinos, look.
I can see part of your mech gun.
Which one?
The one that's to your right.
This one, the black one?
Yes.
So that one can fire at him?
Yes, the arm. He can see my arm.
Well,
I'm being nice. It can definitely see my arm because I can see it.
It would, but it's got 36-inch range.
Can't shoot me then.
No. So let's fire some guns at a rhino. This one can... Oh. See, I don't want to shoot the front rhino because then it makes my charge even longer and I need to make a bunch of charges. But I have to shoot the front rhino. So let's shoot the front rhino. I'm sure I'll be able to get in there with 3 units. Oh, I forgot the psychic thing. Do the psychic thing. Smite for D3. Right, I put a wound on the rhino. That was the psychic place. And then we're shooting the 2 tractor cannons. They auto hit and they wound on 3s. 2 wounds at -2 on the rhino. You make a save D6 for 6. Plus the 1 from the psychic phase that we completely remembered. Means it's taken 7 wounds. It's got 3 left. Yeah? And then the custom mega big gun of doom, D6 shots for 2, which hits on 4s and wounds on 3s. That's a wound at -3, sir. You don't make the save. This is D6 damage. The 3 damage, which is perfect. That's it. And it goes boom. Okay, so let's roll for the... Oh, no, Will's within. If you roll a 5-6, that rhino will blow up and destroy my weird boy. No, at least he's alive. And then for the nobles?
Oh, sorry.
3. 1 was on a wound. You killed 2 nobles in the explosion as they come charging forward, keen to advance. And the Gretchen?
The Gretchen aren't in range. Is it this? Which one is it? This one?
This one.
Yes, they're not within 6 inches.
Well, let's roll and then we'll measure. Let's measure. No, the Gretchen were safe, just out of range there, so that's a good thing. Otherwise, they'd have run screaming, maybe. Right, so let's do some charges. I've got overwhelming firepower.
We'll put those 3 mortal wounds that we rolled for the Gretchen that weren't in range on the Rhino, since that's the only thing that was left in range as well.
Gretchen are charging the Rhino. 6 shots, 4 shots hitting on 6s.
Yeah, no.
No, and then the Gretchen make the charge. Now let's roll for Weird Boy Will. Oh, 8. He'll get in there as well. So these 2 units are in. Right, it's a just over 8-inch range for the nobles, so they need to make a 9-inch charge, which is re-rollable. There we go. Got to get 3 units in for this thing. Re-rolling, re-rolling. Come on, boys. See, whenever I want them to really make a charge, they fail the charge. This squad might be able to climb around. Let's see if I can roll a double 6 and then we'll measure it.
Ooh!
10? I'm 11 away. So 10 nearly made it. I need an 11-inch charge with this unit of boys. They're not in. Okay, that's the end of the charge phase. Let's fight the Rhino. Right, Gretchen and Weird Boy Will smacked against hollow armour and heard it ring. And then the tank driver revved its engines around and didn't crush any orcs. So no damage was done in the fight phase on either side. And that's the end of my turn 5. I didn't make 3 units for a charge. In fact, all I did was blow something up in the shooting phase. So it is 16 points to 13. It is currently a victory for the Black Legion. Abaddon, it seems, have completed his mission. It's trapped us inside this encampment, and it is going to drop what?
Tactical genius.
Tactical genius.
It's absolute tactical genius.
And he's going to drop all wooden bombardments from way up above. And on a 1-2, the player went first, rolls dice on a 1-2, the game ends. So good luck. 5, we're going on to turn 6. Here are the Black Legion orders. No prisoners, just kill something. Hold the line, make sure there's 3 units in their deployment zone and none of the enemy for a point, and get behind enemy lines for another point. And at the end of the Black Legion turn, this tank is behind enemy lines. The HQs draw back into their deployment zone along with these Chaos Space Marines and making sure that they are holding the line. And that's a couple of extra points. This unit came back through the doorway one more time. Then we did some shooting. Then a couple of orcs died. And that is the end of Black Legion turn 6. 18 points to 13. Point for here, point for there. Let's go on to Orks turn 6. 18 points to 13 in favour of the Black Legion. Here are my orders. Domination, here we go, Waagh, and psychological warfare. And at this point, I'm 5 points behind. I'm not going to get that one. I'm not going to get that one. And make them fail a morale. It's highly unlikely, but I might be able to get it. So I might be able to drag 1 point back. I certainly can't drag 5 points back. And the Chaos Space Marines are line breaking. I'm not line breaking. At this point, it is an unassailable lead for the Black Legion. And this is the way the world ends. 18 points to 13, Liam. There's just no way back in it for me. Dropping Abaddon back here, you may have lost Abaddon, you may have lost your Terminators, but I had to respond to it. I had to come all the way back. And what that did was, for the next couple of turns, I basically wasn't killing anything or wasn't getting any points. Or there was some pot shots, some stuff, but...
when you did it, when you came in here with everything...
Yes.
That was exactly what I want you to do.
Yeah.
And then the next turn, when Abaddon failed to kill the Death Dreads, when the Terminators got left exposed, and you then slaughtered that, honestly, I panicked.
Yeah.
And the fact that I then had 3 objectives which were back here defending was just enough because I pulled you over here. If I hadn't have pulled these defend cards,
that's true, actually,
I'd have been in a lot of trouble after you'd killed Abaddon and the Terminators.
I think, yeah, you're right, absolutely. Because it was a draw. We were drawing, and then you had cards, then not the dice gods, the card gods? Are they a thing?
They are now.
They're second cousins of the dice gods. The card gods decided to give you objectives out here in the green and pleasant wastes.
Yes.
And the card gods...
when we were fighting in the middle, it was even on points, all the way through, point for point for point for point. We were fighting each other and battering each other, and then I dropped in my distraction carnifex here, and the orcs, always up for a punch-up, they took the bait.
You like chaos, right?
I love chaos.
Did you just call Abaddon a carnifex?
He's a distraction carnifex, isn't he?
That seems like heresy. What's the opposite of heresy, anti-heresy? That sounds like something that you shouldn't say, particularly to his face.
But
he might get very angry.
Tactically, though, whenever you drop Abaddon in a game, who doesn't want to turn around and kill him?
Yeah.
It becomes everybody's main mission to kill Abaddon.
For those of you that don't know, that are new to the game in 8th edition, distraction carnifexes were a thing that started in 4th edition.
Yeah.
They were pretty unkillable. You just charged them at the enemy and you had to deal with them. Meanwhile, the whole rest of your army was scoring all the points. So yeah, the card gods came to your favour in that battle, and you won the objectives out in the wasteland. Meanwhile, the card gods, I don't like the sound of it, but it's a thing now. It's a thing. The card gods.
The cods.
They didn't give me any of my objectives down in Murphy's deployment zone. But so that's what happened. In the end, you wiped out a considerable portion of my army, but my nobles are still alive. Weird Boy Will's alive. That fight between Abaddon and the Death Dread, I would have put my money on Abaddon 9 out of 10 times.
I was pretty confident.
Yeah. I was worried when he dropped him in my back passage because I thought Abaddon would tear me a new one. But that didn't happen. And it turns out that when I deploy my mech guns, I really should put them in better positions because...
Yeah.
Oh dear. Mind you, we rolled for deployment as well. I got this quarter. Imagine if it was Dawn of War and I'm on this side and I put them out over here. I would have had some beautiful line of shots.
I don't like to praise you too much.
No?
But...
Praise me like you should.
This scenery made it really, really, really interesting.
It did, didn't it?
It adds, and this for people that are new to 8th edition, like you've already mentioned them. For people that are new to 8th edition, scenery can make or break a game because if you don't have scenery that adds that tactical layer, like large line of sight blocking things you've got to move around, it can be a very one-dimensional game.
Yes, that's true. If I had with the mech guns and the looters and just a blanket, an open blanket, a nice lush green field of nothing between you and me,
you win.
Then I would have shot, and then charged in, and this thing at 18-inch range, you'd have been dead before I could hit his lines.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very important to put bits of large line-of-sight blocking terrain down, so you have to go right or left and make those tactical decisions, and you end up in positions where mech guns suddenly can't fire up very much, even though that you put the scenery down. It goes to show perfectly for people watching that I set up the scenery to tell a story.
Yes.
And then we roll for deployment, and if I get the short end of the stick, then I get the short end of the stick. I don't set it up to benefit either player in any way whatsoever. I do think as well, another thing that you did, you could have dropped the Havocs out in turn 1 and had them shooting, but no, you chose to forego a whole go of shooting with them, to move them, to position them high up on this rock so that they could throw shots down.
And look what they did to the killer cans.
Destroy the killer cans.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then I had to put the looters into them to wipe them out, which they did, but I wasn't shooting at the dread. So not choosing to maneuver your shooty armies and not just daka all the time, that worked. Yeah. Jumping on Grugger Chugger with your berserkers. That was funny too.
That was mistakes were made.
And he made that epic charge, and he nearly killed that thing. You had to burn a command point to keep the Leviathan alive.
I did, and to be honest with you, people will hate me for this, but it's a little bit of a reason why I don't necessarily like command point rerolls. Because that's an epic moment that Grugger Chugger would have torn down a Leviathan, and that could conceivably have changed the whole way that middle of the film played out.
I don't understand what the conversation is about liking or not liking command point rerolls. They're part of the rules. Yeah. If you want to use them, use them. If you don't want to use them, don't use them.
Once I've got them as a tool.
Because look, you could have command point rerolled that and failed, and he died anyway.
Exactly. So and then I'm a command point gun as well.
Those epic moments still happen, but it just makes them less likely. What do you think about playing? This is the first time you've played a full Black Legion list, not just with Abaddon, with the Terminators. I think it's synergised quite well. I thought we saw the models at the beginning, and I outnumbered you like 3 or 4 to 1, and I thought, oh, you might be in a bit of trouble here. But when you hit like a brick.
When I list built at home, honest to God, I want a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that, and put it together in a list.
And that was it.
So I wasn't fussed about... So previously with the Eternal Slaughter, people that have seen them even on your channel, it's all Berserkers, Rhinos, Maul Fiends.
Yes.
And I wanted to add in some Marines, some Havocs, and some Terminators, and a Dreadnought. And I basically got to have a bit of everything with the exception of Psykers. And I thought it was really nice, really good fun.
Yeah.
Able to play in most phases, especially being able to be effective in a shooting phase, which with my Chaos I'm not used to.
Yeah. Having a little bit of every chocolate in the box was glorious. It was good to see. It was fun to play against. It's always fun to play against you, Liam.
Aww.
You are one of my favourite mushrooms, and I do like mushroom. Right, so we'll draw it to a close. For more battle reports from Liam, see Warhammer, or for more battle reports from either of us, both of us, come to deploymentzone.tv. Join us in the deployment zone. Help support us. Help us make more stuff like this. There's painted tutorials in there. There's our comedy series, The Big Debate. There's Winter's Top Tips. There's narrative campaigns. There's a new narrative campaign dropping very shortly, or imminently, or probably at the time this one drops. Battle map from GameMat.eu, resin terrain from Red Dragon Gaming. All this glorious scenery is from Cromlech. We really, really love this stuff. It's glorious. The tokens and objective markers are from Cromlech, or you can get them from the merchandise page on DZTV. Thank you, Liam, my beautiful assistant. And the army, the glorious Orc army, is painted by my supporter, Den of Imaginations Painting Studios. So that's it for all the filthy capitalists. Come and buy this, and this is where you get it from. Yeah, I don't know what I like that. I'm a bit hot and sweaty. I'm going to fart again. I better close off and open the window.
Yeah, please do, because I can open the windows and the doors.
Happy wargaming.